God, I love that song, Ella King, X's and O's. Good morning, everybody.
I like that. I never heard that before, but I quite enjoyed that.
Kind of has an Adele feel to it, a little Amy Winehouse action, maybe. Yeah. I want to hear more stuff from Ella King. That's the only song I know so far. We were just talking to Travis, and Travis has been working with us for about 11 years.
Yes.
And,
so we're sorry to make this announcement.
And,
he's dead.
And he wins Employee of the Year. It's unbelievable. I know he had a crazy commute in the morning, but he just described it to me and Jimmy, and it's unbelievable. You get up at 3 o'clock to start your day, and your commute is about an hour and a half each way.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I don't find it to be that crazy.
That's a lot, Travis.
That's a lot.
Well, I mean, you guys live in the city. Yeah. You know?
My commute is 7 minutes.
Yeah, all right.
7 minutes.
Mine too. Sometimes there's lights, though. I mean, it's not like a home.
Yeah, sometimes we bitch because,
if I had like triple the income, I'd be able to live in Manhattan. But
well, you're going to get there someday, my friend.
Oh, yep.
When I was your age, I wasn't making shit, so you're on your way. Yep. I'm telling you.
2% each year, I'll be ready when I'm 80.
How old was I when I started making money? I mean, I was probably in my early 30s. Before that, I had made nothing.
Yeah, my first look at money was about 35 years old, probably 36. My first peak at
you guys
real
are
money.
Talent. I'm.
You're talented.
Well, I mean, at what I do.
You're very talented, Travis. So what do you do? You take. I heard you.
Well, he was saying we're talent. He went, hold on a second. He wasn't saying you guys are talented like only little Nate.
Right.
He was saying you guys. He was like just doing the job description. But that was funny. Now you have a gift too.
Fucking. So it starts with a bus.
I take a bus. I live in Staten Island.
Right.
So I walk 10 minutes to a bus.
Mm-hmm.
Because the bus, like, right outside my door doesn't run overnight.
So you have to walk to the bus?
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
But in the rain and cold, it stinks. Now it's fine, but it's got to be awful in 20 degrees.
Mm.
Well, yeah, I mean, but
right.
you plow through it. It's
all right,
a mental thing.
10-minute walk to the bus.
10-minute walk to the bus.
How long is the bus?
10 minutes.
10 minutes to
the ferry.
To the ferry, the Staten Island ferry.
Yeah.
Isn't that a nice ride every morning?
It is.
Across the Hudson
River?
River?
25 minutes.
It's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 25 minutes.
25 minutes.
And then I sit around for like 5 minutes waiting for the subway to leave.
Okay.
And then it's 20 minutes on the subway.
Yeah, it's about 70 minutes total, maybe a little more. Like I'm just.
Yeah, a lot of it is wait. A lot of it's just waiting for the next.
Yeah, it's a real case. Hurry up and wait, huh?
I don't find it to be that big of a deal, though.
Well, when we were
wow, that's a lot, dude.
When we were doing afternoons and I was living out on Long Island, it was about an hour and a half door to door.
Yeah,
but it was driving to the train, the Long Island Railroad, and then the Long Island Railroad in and a quick subway ride.
Yeah, I would much rather be doing like mass transit than driving.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, because
yeah.
I don't have to pay attention. I fall asleep on the subway, even though I probably shouldn't. But I've been doing it for 10 years.
But it's more like it's in the afternoon. It's different because you're up. In
the afternoon, it's frustrating because there's more intangibles, like buses can get delayed, and then I'm like standing around waiting for a bus.
Oh, see, I would have thought the morning was harder.
Morning's easier because like there's no traffic. I know that the bus is going to be there at that time.
Because it's pretty much the first bus in the morning.
Yeah,
how do you fuck up the first bus in the morning?
I know that the ferry is going to be there at that time. There's no there's no delays. You know, like in the afternoon, I'm dealing with hundreds of tourists that are taking the ferry for free so that they can see the Statue of Liberty instead of paying whatever it costs to go there.
Mm-hmm.
And ferries get delayed and buses get delayed, so it's more frustrating in the afternoon.
Is it a pain in the ass going home?
Sometimes it'll take like 2 hours. Yeah, if I just miss the bus.
God. But as soon as I got any money, as soon as I got some money, whatever, then I said fuck that commute and made sure I got myself into the city.
Yeah, it was
because it was not that big a deal. I wouldn't want to live in the city anyway. After when we moved out to Rockaway like 3 years ago, and then when we moved to Staten Island last year, like I don't want to live in the city anymore.
You just like living there?
I do. Yeah, it's in the middle of Staten Island. It's residential. There's trees and grass, and I have to drive somewhere to get a coffee instead of walk down the block.
Yeah.
I like that.
A little more room. I like having a little more room. Yeah. I like to spread out a little bit.
Yeah. I like both, but it's like on the east side even, I was like, nah, it's too far from the subway, and even though I don't take this, I just started taking the subway. It's like I still feel like I'm too isolated away on the east side. I'm a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, I used to be like that. Well, I think it changes when you like have a kid. And
yeah, you worry about her school and shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God, yeah.
That was one of the main reasons we moved where we
was like you couldn't move to Washington Heights or
no.
There's some great places in Harlem, and I've been looking up there, and it's like there's some really nice areas, and
just too crowded. When you have a kid, especially, this city gets really fucking
you start
crowded.
basing where you want to live based on school districts and how the school is, and
Yep.
I've looked at some apartments, and they were telling me like school is good. I'm like, I don't care. I mean, that's good for resale, like if you want to be an investor.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I don't. Thank God I don't have to worry about it. Because I saw a couple places I hated, but they said, the schools are great.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's so nice to fucking not care.
Yeah, it's different priorities.
Yeah. My priorities are nothing. I have zero priorities. It's just I'm running in circles. I really am like an animal, just running around looking for my own tail. I'm trying to smell my own asshole. That's what my life is.
That's all you want in the end.
It's all I want is me running in circles, trying to sniff my own asshole. I kind of envy the structure of not that I want to get married and have a kid right now, but I kind of envy the fact that okay, I want to go see my wife, and I got to do this for my. It's like something to do. Like what you want to do.
Yeah,
you know what you have to do.
Okay, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's rewarding. So Travis, wow, I want to take the Staten Island Ferry. I've never taken it. It seems like a wonderful ride.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Do you ever see Bichetti on it?
No, no, I haven't.
He takes it. That's very fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can thank you on the way.
Thank you.
Thank you for following me.
Thank you.
Mike's the best. I love Mike.
His Twitter is filled with thank you.
Oh, it's awful.
Thank you. He just thanks
he's a
everybody.
grateful person.
I love him.
He is.
Yeah.
Can we just get him in here?
Yeah, I would love to.
Find a spot and
It's
get
been a
Mike
while.
Bichetti in here.
Mike's great.
Love Mike Bichetti.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
All right.
And you're not even cranky. I'm amazed he's not
Me?
cranky. Yeah.
No. Why would I be cranky?
Just the lack of sleep would kill me. I mean, it kills me now, but to have to travel, all I'd be thinking about is I could still be in bed up
I
until
got like
fucking-
5 hours of sleep.
You get 5 hours sleep a night?
Yeah. 10 to 3.
Does your wife go to bed or does she stay up?
She'll stay up. I mean, she doesn't have to be up till like 7 when my kid gets up, so she doesn't have to go to bed at 10.
I go to bed before my kids.
No.
Yes.
No.
What time do your kids go to bed?
We might be a little lazy on that front.
So are we. Our kids go
They
to
might
sleep
push
at 10.
10.
Yeah.
My 5-year-old will easily stay up till 11.
Yeah.
No problem. And my daughter, the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh God, and I'm in bed for hours before they go to bed.
I'm in bed by 11. I'm up by 5. And if my kid wakes up during the night, bad dreams, has to go to the bathroom, whatever, then you're just up the rest of the night. You're screwed.
You can't get back to bed.
Nope. So I'm making my wife's problem more where it's going to be an issue.
So you got to get like a different apartment. You got to live in another place. You
I
gotta
live in a
leave
house.
No, but you got to leave your kids at one address and your wife. I mean, right, like next door, like Guillermo del Toro, Tice, his name?
Yeah.
Guillermo.
Guillermo, yeah.
Right.
I forgot the last name. Del Toro, I guess.
Del Toro.
Del Toro, sorry. And he has like a house next door that he lives in, which is great. That's what you got to do. Your wife
He's got
and
his
kids.
playhouse.
You guys in one, and then me in the other.
I thought that was so amazing when he revealed that.
That he could pull it off. Yeah.
He's got pretty much a mansion that is like a man cave for him. Everything he wants and needs, and then he has a regular house for his wife and kids.
When you're one of the best directors in the world, you probably have some pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a lot of money.
He really figured that one
probably
out.
a lot of, look at all the money I'm making for you.
Do you remember how many days he goes to his other house?
I don't remember. No.
Yeah, because it's been a
lot.
while now, but I think he goes there every day for a whole bunch of hours. Says goodbye to his wife and kids, and he goes over to the other house that has just all his things, everything he wants. Very, very cool. Like his stuff isn't in boxes like my stuff is.
Mine too.
My stuff is
It's still packed?
Yes, it's still packed. I have a lot of cool stuff that is just in boxes,
Well, you moved in and you need work done. So when you need work done, you never want to unpack your shit because you're like, all right,
True.
I'm going to have to repack it and move it when they come in and they're going to get dust all over my... I had work done. If you ever worked on your fucking house, there's no way to keep dust off everything and it drives you nuts.
Mm-hmm.
You try to cover everything and you try to put plastic on everything and there's just no way to do it. So you're going to get dust all over
Dust
your
is
shit.
a motherfucker.
Dust stinks.
They know how to
hate it.
Dust knows how to get around.
Yeah, dust really does find its way in everything.
But
upsetting.
When you have kids, I had a room that was nice. It had a lot of cool things from my little radio career, and then you got to turn it into a kid's room, and guess what? Your stuff goes into boxes.
Yep. When we moved into our house, the attic was turned into an apartment for the previous owner's son, and that room turned into my room where all my junk.
When you
just
moved
got
out of
thrown.
your house, right?
No, I'm still in it. I'm still trying to.
No, but the kid's still there.
Yeah.
Wait,
what?
yeah, you're not listening.
Did he say it wrong? When you said
When I moved into the house I'm in now,
right?
Yeah,
the previous owners had turned the attic into like a guest room.
yeah.
So when I moved into that house, my wife threw all my shit in that room.
Right.
Oh, I thought you
Jimmy
said
thought
that,
the kid was still there.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Why?
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I heard you wrong.
My kid. I'm sorry.
No, I think you said when I moved in, the owner's son took that as the. I'm like, what a fucking creepy arrangement that is.
Right.
But I have props from like actual screen used props and stuff like that, and all that's up there, and the kids aren't allowed up there, and they'll go up and touch all that shit and break it. I have shit broken.
But in the end, I don't even care. I mean, I got some cool pictures and some autographs and this and that. But in the end, whatever. What am I going to do? Display it and go, oh, I want to show you the time I did this.
I do that, except there's no one to show. I just walk around and it's just me looking at things. It really is. It's
Jimmy
awful.
takes it to the other extreme. I've been in his apartment. It's like a museum. It's like a mini museum, the stuff he has on display.
Of what? Pictures and autographs?
Yeah, or just like things I like. But it's even getting annoying to me. My photos are off the wall.
But he's got beautiful glass boxes with stuff in it, and
UV protected.
Yeah, museum glass and all sorts of stuff.
But when you have kids, I know it'll all go.
Most of it's off the wall now because I had my place repainted a year ago. I never put it back up because I know like I had some shelving put.
You think you'll ever be a father, Jim Norton?
I don't know, man. I'm not.
You're always on the fence with that over the years, right?
Sometimes I like kids, but
sometimes you think, that would be cool, and then other times you're pretty happy that you don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, it just hasn't been my path. You know, I don't. But I don't dread the idea. Like, you know, if I had a little bit more room, maybe. But I don't know if I even want it, to be honest. I think you should want it. You wanted it, and you did it. And
I wanted it my whole life. I mean, if I started younger, I would have easily had 4 or 5 kids. I would have done it Jim Gaffigan, no problem. But I was kind of with a couple of the wrong people, and thank God I finally found someone wonderful later in my life, and I was able to squeeze out 2.
Gaffigan has 5 kids.
I would have done that, no problem.
I can't do that.
No problem.
2 is tough.
It's very tough.
I couldn't have had a third.
It's very tough. I would have done I would have done at least 4, maybe 5. Yeah. I'm from a big family, and my dad was from a big family, so it's in our blood, I guess.
Eric didn't want kids until my wife and I had our first, and he started playing with our daughter, and then all of a sudden...
You two are fucking weird.
Why? Yeah, you guys it's a weird relationship.
I don't know. You guys have a really strange relationship.
But if you didn't want kids...
No, I'm saying he's trying to say that like I couldn't deal with kids. I didn't understand how to relate to kids, and then... You know, he had a kid, and I was like, oh, now I get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. I mean, but you two have a very strange relationship.
May be the
case. It's very close. Who's older?
I'm older.
By how much?
2 years.
Neither other siblings?
No, we're it.
Oh, just you guys.
And, you know, when you get the Stengel brothers, you got to hire both of them.
Yes, that's the deal.
I mean, I'll be honest. I wanted to hire both of you. But it's really strange. Like, you guys go as a team.
You do different things.
Yeah.
You're like what? Like one brain?
One big brain.
And 2 brains? You squeeze the 2 brains together and you get one super person?
It's also harder to hit 2 targets. So we discovered that at Late Show.
How long have you guys been working together as a team? I mean, obviously the Letterman years, but before that?
Yeah. We worked on a cartoon show called The Tick. We wrote jokes for Norm Macdonald on Weekend Update. We did some stuff at USA Network. So like 20...
I can't.
It's like 95, 96, something like that.
Can you imagine working with your sister, Jim Norton?
I love my sister, but no, I can't imagine working with anybody that closely for that long, for that many hours a day.
No.
We do 3 hours a day.
Yes.
And we're talking, and it's different every day.
Yeah.
To be doing a project where you have to write for somebody for 8 hours, that's a fucking...
Longer.
I never could do that.
I couldn't do it with my brothers. We know too much about each other. You know, we have the same shitty chemistry, so that would pop out.
But the good thing, if I write something, and if I think it's funny, I'll show it to Eric, and if he doesn't think it's funny, it's like, all right, I trust it. Or he'll add something that I didn't think about, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. So we sort of compliment each other.
I understand how it works, and it works beautifully for you guys, but it's I just couldn't do it.
The closeness is what's weird. Not the fact that you guys have good chemistry as people, but the closeness. I can't comprehend. Like, I love my family. I mean, I really do. But I just, the closeness.
Yeah, no,
maybe I'm the problem. I might have autism. Who knows? Maybe I got a touch of autism.
I think we all have a little taste. I think we have a little taste.
So by talking,
I'll raise my hand. I got a little.
So by talking to the two of us, you've now determined you may have autism.
That's how I shy away from love.
I think what it is you guys come from what's called a normal family.
We have a close family.
Normal. My family was far from normal, and in a weird way, we need to be away from each other.
Yeah,
we can't spend too much time with each other.
Our family was always very close. I mean, we never had like a curfew, but and our parents never said don't drink, don't do this. But it was always the thing that if you go to a party and if you have a drink in high school or your ride is drunk, you can call your parents and no questions asked, they'll pick you up. It was like that kind of thing.
You had one of those?
It was cool though. Yeah. It was never an issue. I mean, and I got into a lot of trouble, and they would. My dad didn't like my antics at all because he's like a real serious guy.
My mom, there's no fucking way we could come home drunk. Oh my God.
Well, it didn't happen
no questions asked? Are you kidding me?
Well, but
a lot of questions asked.
Instead of driving home drunk or having someone drive you home drunk, they'd be like, just call and it's cool.
I had no questions asked. I had accusations made.
There you go.
And then what did Mr. Norton do to you?
There it is. Oh, you had one of those wonderful families.
It was cool.
God, did you live on like a movie set?
No, but don't
one
forget
of those beautiful neighborhoods.
But don't. Actually, we grew up in the town of Chappaqua, which is now where
Jesus, Clinton lives.
Clinton lives. But when we moved there, it was a tiny town. There was nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we were in high school, it was like one of the richest towns in America, and it was the snobbiest and. Like I drove a 10-year-old Saab to high school when I was a senior, and I was lucky to have that car. People had brand new Mercedes and Porsches and BMWs, and you were looked down upon for what car you drove.
In high school.
Yeah, in high school, senior year of high school.
I kind of went to one of those.
That's weird.
Kind of. Harborfields was kind of like that.
Was it?
Yeah, we had some rich areas, and the kids would come flying in with their brand new cars, and you look like such an idiot when you drove up in yours. Mine was a Dodge Aspen wagon, a horrible green-colored Dodge Aspen wagon, which was the family car that I was able to, bring to school every once in a while to show people that I have a car too.
I didn't care that I knew I was lucky to have a 10-year-old Saab.
You found my fucking car. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even with the fake wood paneling.
So people ask what I do for the show. I found your Dodge Aspen wagon in a second.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you feed me lines there.
Yeah. Oh, that's all I do. I just sent you that line.
According to some of the people out there.
Did you see the video proof?
There's a conspiracy.
They're analyzing videos now. These people are fucking nuts.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking creepy. You know the Charlie Brown line I had with the G-Ron, with the tongueless guy?
Yes.
And I happened to capture it on video, so I popped it up on my YouTube channel. Now, someone took that video and they zoomed in on Eric Stengel on his phone, and they're claiming that he fed me the line. This is how crazy these people are fucking getting.
It's really nuts. And people are like, you can't argue with the evidence. Why are you arguing with the evidence? We have it right here.
Because I know I didn't get it from anyone.
But you don't see Eric typing. Eric swipes something on his phone and then looks to you just to see what's, checking in on the show to see
Can I see the evidence? I've not seen this or heard this.
But
I love a good conspiracy.
It's crazy.
But if you like a good conspiracy, you won't like this.
Oh, I do. I saw the look he gave you. I saw the swipe.
And then you try to tell these idiots, like, look, I'm telling you, no one gave me the fucking line.
Yeah.
And then Eric goes, I'm telling you, I did not give him the line. And then his brother goes, Justin, I was in the room. That did not happen. And they just don't want to listen to anything.
That's not what happened. I said, why would I lie? Protecting Opie. And then Opie took a shot at me saying, well, you lie about your hair.
Right.
So now all of a sudden, this is all about me and my hair.
It's a fucking mystery wrapped in an enigma, trapped in a riddle.
Yeah.
Just wanted to serve God, work with my brother. They defrocked me.
It was
I'm flattered that people care that much about this dumb, and I mean dumb radio show.
It really is.
It's just
silly.
a stupid show in the end. There it is.
Oh, can I see that? I have not heard this. I love a good mystery.
All right, so wait, pop this up.
Hold on, yeah.
Oh, is that this?
Time you had a big, powerful voice. Yes. So did you? After that, were you?
So I'm looking at Opie.
Where do you live?
And then he goes to his phone.
I swiped my phone.
You grew up in the Bronx? Yeah. How was Charlie Brown as a student?
That's it.
And then what? They slow down Jim Norton's reaction?
Oh my! The evidence is mounting. That's it. You know what? Let's quit bullshitting. Because what happened was we were trying to work out the signal. We're like, look, if the guy with no mouth comes in, how do we get a good reference to him? Justin will send me lines because he's usually next to me, but Eric is behind me. It's who's in your eye line. These guys are good. I can't believe that there's times where you think that some of them are stupid. That was a pretty good pickup. That's how you write a joke and send it. You swipe with one finger. That's how a joke is written and sent. It's a one-finger swipe thing, and that gets your thought across.
Oh, that was explained. No, the joke was already in his phone, and all he had to do was wait for the opportunity and then click it to me.
It was preloaded.
Preloaded, he said.
Right, that's how it happens. You look at somebody and then send them something. You never send it. You always wait till they're looking and you send it.
Yeah, then you send it.
God damn it, these guys are good.
And then they're now saying that we're defending ourselves too much, so obviously it has to be true.
Now protesteth too much.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
They're fucking exhausted.
Oh, man, the fucking joke writers don't even know.
That was 2 hours of yesterday.
Yeah, it was 2 hours. Yeah.
Oh, God. I mean, thank you. Thank you for caring that much.
I do care.
Truth's on your side, Bubba.
Thank you.
I do care.
Just remember, at the end of the day, as people like to say, it's just a dumb, stupid radio
Jokes
show.
are written, Mr. Garrison.
Right.
Utter nonsense.
Hopefully you laugh a little bit. If not, I'll just go somewhere else. I don't care.
Where's stupid Metzger?
I don't know.
Where's
Metzger's supposed to be here.
Where's that giant Bugs Bunny fucking haircut making galoot? Where is he?
He requested to be here.
I love Kurt.
I'm kind of stalling because we've got a lot of great stuff to get to, and I would assume Kurt would want to get in the mix.
Yeah, Kurt's here today. We got Mark Norman today. Mark is just an entertaining guy. I saw him last night at the Comedy Cellar very briefly because Colin Jost is here from SNL. He had a movie come out last night, which we were not invited to, so there'll be some screaming when Colin gets here. But I saw him, and he was just going to it. He was running late, and he's just an entertaining guy.
Yeah,
even in passing, Mark's a very entertaining person.
I love Mark Norman.
Yeah.
I don't know why yet. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but he's just
I love him.
He's just a very charismatic and funny guy. He's just an entertaining individual.
His batting average, he's been on the show a few times now, is just off the hook.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't like get involved with the conversation in general, but every time he says something, it's fucking right on and funny.
He's very honest. He's one of those. He's like an Aspergery honest guy, which is a great quality. And at times, like he said, it gets him in trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just enjoyable. And Warren Haynes is here, which I'm really looking forward to.
Do you like Warren Haynes?
Love Warren Haynes.
You do, right?
I do. I don't listen to all this stuff. I don't, as they say, celebrate his entire catalog. But whatever it's on, I enjoy him. And those videos you shot of him doing Old Friend and Soul Shine, he's awesome.
I love Soul Shine. Yeah, that's on my YouTube. Maybe I'll tweet it today. And then Old Friend he did, like you said. Yeah. And then he did the one with Patrice O'Neill, which was only a couple months before Patrice passed. And it was just a creepy song they did together.
Yeah.
But I love Warren Haynes, and I didn't know much about him for many, many years, and I still don't. I mean, because he has quite the catalog and plays with a lot of different bands. He was doing the whole Allman Brothers thing, which is now officially over, and his own stuff is amazing.
Government Mule.
And Government Mule is great.
What song did he do for us that time? The Tears of
Forevermore.
Yeah, I love that song.
We have it.
It's great.
Like,
I mean, he did a live.
He did.
Do we have the live version?
Yeah.
Oh, I never know.
Yeah, I mean, it happened on our show.
No, I know, but who knows? These things get lost.
Yeah,
it just evaporates.
Yeah.
No.
He's going to play 2 songs for us today.
Oh, good.
And I believe he does I was told, so I'm not, that he does Gold Dust Woman by Fleetwood Mac. We're going to play that into break today, and he does it with Grace Potter.
Yeah, it's on his new record.
I don't know much about Grace Potter either, but people are turning me on to Grace Potter's music, and wow, that shit is good too.
Kenny had a very funny line about Grace Potter before.
Yeah? What did he say?
He said that she's Harry Potter's sister.
If you zoom in the background, you can see Eric typing that.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. And he looks.
Send.
And here's what tells you that Eric did send that joke. If you watch that video, please look at the zoom in. Eric is literally staring like he's on a fucking coke high. Like his fucking teeth are clenched and his eyes are open and he's staring. And that's how you do it.
He's in panic mode. Like, when is he gonna read my line?
Yeah, Charlie Brown teacher.
What were you doing? You do you remember?
I think I was looking.
He was sending something to fucking Jared Fogle.
little file sharing going on.
Yeah. Jared, haven't heard from you in a while. Everything okay?
Yeah.
Everything okay? But you were looking up on Twitter.
I was looking to see what people were saying about G-Ron, the guy with no tongue.
Are you getting a little quick feedback on his appearance?
I was looking.
And you know, the sad part is they'll still not believe us. But whatever. Whatever. Do what you got to do. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, because now we're so desperate to keep it covered up, we devoted part of the show
too much time to it.
Yeah, that's our mistake.
That'll be the angle today.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just something you do when you're bored. Like, who knows? Like, you know, maybe you just look into things and it's almost like maybe it's just it's something that they don't even believe. Like, or whatever it is. Maybe you just get involved in it to kind of keep your mind going a little bit.
And I finally had a funny line. They can't even give it to me.
No.
I get one in every once in a while. Jesus.
It's a very enjoyable line.
It was a good line.
Thank you, Jim Norton.
Should not be taking that away.
Thank you very much. Yeah, they want to take away my once in a while moment.
The zoom in.
When it zoom in, these fucking guys. Oh
I do kind of enjoy it. The fact that somebody is so crazy that they, and I don't care. I really mean this too. People who hate the show and who left when Anthony left, they're like, "Fuck you, guy." I respect that. Like, hey man, you hung in there. It's not for you. You tried it for 2 months. Mm-hmm. I really do have no issue with that. Like, that's just. Hey, man, it's cool.
Right.
But it's the ones that kind of hang around and, like, literally listen all the time. And still, I don't, and I'm not even mad. I don't get it. Like, when Lost, I've talked about when Lost was in its final season, I hated it. I loved Lost, and then season 6 annoyed me with their shitty costumes and the dumb storyline. And I only hung in there because I knew when the end was. Like, you know what I mean? It was like, I knew. But fucking Homeland, which I loved, lost me, and I never went back to it.
That was
never. I think about it like once a year.
So you didn't continue watching it and then slow down the video to come up with some weird conspiracy?
I sincerely don't get it.
I don't get it.
It's more, I would love someone to call up and say what it is. I'm not even challenging it like, what the fuck, dude? I don't, like, I remember when I walked away from Homeland, it let me down so much. Mm-hmm. So much with that one thing they did. I just could never go back to the show.
What did they do? Can you say
I don't want to wreck it for anybody that hasn't watched it. Season 1, there was a couple things. I suspended disbelief. They did one thing in season 2, and I'm like, no.
When was season 2?
After it was between 1 and 3.
I think they're in like season 5 now. You can talk about it.
Thank you. That's what I was getting at, Travis. How many years ago?
Yeah, you can talk about it.
You can definitely talk about it.
Season 5.
Oh, okay. I know Brody. Brody, the American Terror. They explained it. I mean, it was a bit of a stretch, but I'm like, hey, it's a TV show. Season 1, I thought very well acted, and you know, Claire Danes was great. In season 2, because he's an American guy who's taken POW by what's the guy's name? Nasir. Whatever the fuck is it, whatever.
Yeah.
And he's going to become a suicide bomber.
Okay.
And then I just didn't believe it, but he was going to be a suicide bomber. He's a high-ranking military official. So he's in a bunker around the vice president, and he's got the fucking bomb belt, and he's going to set it off, and he just can't do it because of his daughter. All right. His daughter was kind of irritating, too. All right. I can handle that. Mm-hmm. Right. All right. Even though, you know, being indoctrinated into radical Islam at his age, after having an American family, is a little rough, but all right. In season 2, Claire Danes is questioning him, and this guy's access to the vice president and the president. She's questioning him, and he admits, finally, that he was indeed wearing a bomb belt. This is when they catch him.
Yeah.
And they decide to draw the main terrorist out of his hiding place, that they're still going to allow Brody access to these people. And so when they said, yeah, we're going to just work undercover now to a guy who's admitted to wearing a suicide vest around the president, when they still allowed him to interact with the vice president, I'm like, this is shit. And it's fucking cornball city, and I can no longer suspend disbelief.
Do you cut them any slack knowing that they wanted to kill him?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Because now they have to come up with something.
I absolutely do. The writers wanted to kill him in season 1, and I respect the writers for that. And of course, the fucking dumb executives were like, I think he won an Emmy, so they wanted to keep it going. So yeah, I did. The writers had to do something, but it just, at that point, became so stupid. And then eventually he kills the vice president by fucking strangling him in his... I'm like, you fucking... What are you doing? You almost had me, you motherfuckers.
Last season was very good.
I'm sure...
Terrible finale, but very good.
So was it a new bad guy in the last season?
Yeah, I mean, it's a complete reboot.
Don't tell me anymore. That's where I bailed out. I literally didn't
Maybe
watched.
You should pop back in, Jim.
I watched the end of season 2. I finished it out, and I could never go back. But that's why it annoyed me, because they did something that I just couldn't go with. It was I could suspend it the disbelief so much, but then I was like, you fucking assholes, why? But yeah, I do. They wanted to kill Dexter too. The Showtime writers.
Yeah, they wanted to kill him.
Showtime, I got to say, is a good network, but sometimes I think that you got to let these guys go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like HBO, Big Pussy was phenomenal. They had to bring him back in a fucking dead fish voice for the next 4 years, but they killed him.
Right.
In fucking Boardwalk Empire, they kill somebody after season 2 that you love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got to let these guys go.
Everybody thinks that Dexter had the worst finale ever.
Yeah, you kill the motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
You kill him. Sometimes you got to. And I'm not a Dexter fan. I never loved the idea of it, but that's so. But anyway, the point was, I'm sorry to ramble.
No, it's all right.
The point was that I just, I really am turning into a fucking rambling psycho. Like everyone's lost interest, and I stopped talking, and the room was just quiet. No, like, all right, we get it. You didn't like
hanging on all of your words.
No, but I'm just the way I'm going with it. I really am like, and I knew there was a key, but
and we're waiting for you to, bring it around and explain why you brought up Homeland.
So I just don't understand why after that people would stick around. Like I would never go back and watch Homeland every week. God forbid every day. Analyze it, talk about it, complain about it. I just wouldn't do it because it would be a waste of my time.
Well, I mean, a lot of people loved, the Opie and Anthony show.
Yes.
And I get that part of it, and it's no longer around. And to blame me or anyone else on this show it's just ridiculous.
Well, they blame him too. It's the anger. Well, I guess it's just anger.
But they shouldn't blame him either. It's just it is what it is. We're lucky. We were lucky to do 20 years.
And the weird thing is,
we're extremely lucky that we got to do 20 years.
Speaking of blame, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Well, they do. But they do
I have
blame
to say,
us.
In the end, I had nothing to do with it.
Right, and Eric and I didn't either. And we had been working.
That text that he sent to Greenstein on July 5th.
Yeah, you can see. No, but like, how long had Eric and I been in touch with you and Anthony? For
a long
years.
time,
and
yeah.
like, there would be times I would be on my way into Late Show, and I would text an idea into you, to Sam, for the show, and we were even talking to Sirius about stuff before Anthony left.
Yeah, so this has been in the works for many years.
Right, and you said just free up a little salary and we'll come aboard.
Come on, this guy's not doing much. Just do that. But we had everyone thinks we're trying to replace him. I have nothing to do.
No, we're not trying to replace Anthony whatsoever. I mean, my goal a year ago was to try to continue doing what I love, which is radio, and hopefully reinvent this a bit. That was my whole goal. Period. And if you like it, great. If you don't, I understand. If you don't like it, that's fine. You could go and listen to Anthony or something else now. But our goal was to continue and hopefully reinvent the show a little bit.
But that's where I really get confused. And it's not even an anger or fuck that. Like I get the rage or fuck these guys. That I never once said why would anybody just cancel the subscription service and say fuck Opie and Jim. Okay. I've never once. I don't understand. I could never for 3 hours talk about something or listen to a show that I couldn't do it.
Right.
I know. I don't get it. Yeah, to sit there and listen for 4 hours and then go and complain online for 2 hours.
And then
I would
slow down video.
Yeah.
I would love an explanation and not even a confrontational one. Like it's not about fuck. What the fuck, dude? I honestly mean that. Not angry, not fuck you, you're a douche. I'm sure you're not a douche. I'm sure you got a fucking job you do that you're good at. I'm legitimately curious as to what that mentality is, because I remember when Homeland annoyed me, and that's just one example. And I'm not saying I loved Homeland the way they love this show. Mm-hmm. This show is much more of an investment than Homeland was. This is much more of a loss than me investing in a dumb Showtime show. But I don't fucking get it. Like, I just could never do it. If Lost had more seasons, if I didn't know, I would have bailed on Lost in season 5. I would have bailed.
I'm so glad I'm the last person in America to, not seen Lost. I never saw an episode.
See, I love the finale.
I never saw it.
Loved it.
I love the finale too.
I made it into a bit, but I should have watched Lost. I just didn't.
It's one of the best pilots ever.
Yeah.
The pilot is so fucking good.
Yep.
And I remember Than and all those guys and Danny, and we were all talking about Law. Remember, Than loved it. I was like, shut up, you fucking homos. And then I fucking, you know what I mean? But I watched it.
Memories.
Yeah. Then I watched, I'll tell you when I watched it.
I remember all of that.
When we were off XM for a month. This is I was shooting the HBO special, so this is around 2007. I caught up on Lost because we were done by 9 a.m. I'd go home. I would fucking eat breakfast and just watch. And I caught up on watched Lost. I'm like, oh my fucking Christ, this is good.
As much as the last season disappointed me, I don't regret any of it because I've never had more fun watching a show.
I agree.
And dissecting it.
Yeah.
And reading about it.
Yeah.
And it just, I can't imagine watching it in reruns.
You can't watch in reruns.
No, I can't because I've tried it.
Me too.
And you can't. And I can't imagine somebody like Opie like picking it up and watching it now because I think the community aspect of it was part of the
whole discussion.
Process. Yeah.
Right.
But there were certain things they would do. Like, they would do something stupid. Like, there was this smoke monster, and you'd be like, oh, what do you stop it? But then they would have backstories for characters that were fucking brilliant. Like, the writing for that, like, you look at they would just backtrack everything and connect these little weird things. And it was so fucking well. Like Breaking Bad, which I've seen all of, I liked. I didn't love it like I loved The Wire, The Sopranos, but I really liked it. It was extremely well acted. It was extremely well written. But the way they connected things, and to me the greatest thing about Breaking Bad was everyone somehow affects other people in a way that you don't understand.
Right.
That was my greatest thing in Breaking Bad, and the way they wrote that show was everyone has a fucking small effect on each other. And that, to me, was the great thing.
That's a talent as far as writing goes.
Yeah.
That cannot be easy to do.
The other thing I really liked about Lost is they would make their own rules. So, like a guy
Now they're talking about Lost! Fucking, I'm done! Fucking Stangles!
Yeah, go ahead.
But they would kill a guy.
Yeah.
And then, like, 2 episodes later, you just see him, like, running through the jungle. And you're like, and it would be fun because they can make their own rules.
Yeah.
What is this, The View?
Yeah, fucking faggots talking about TV.
I'm done for the 10th time.
You're not done.
You're not done.
And
Keep
you didn't
listening.
cancel the subscription.
Right. Shut up. You're not done. You can say you're done a million times on Twitter. I see the same people saying they're done over and over again. You're not done. You'll enjoy another fucking discussion on The View when we have it. E-Rock just wrote me, Jimmy.
What joke did he send you?
Remember, Jim, I do remember this, but I had to be reminded of it. Remember Jim trashing Lost because of the big wheel they found in a cave and how he thought they would drive the island around.
Oh, that drove me fucking nuts. Forgot about that shitty...
Oh, you lost your fucking mind.
But what did that do? It, like, put him back in time or sent the guy somewhere else? You were right, though.
They fucked up. So I've told you what I thought Lost should be. I did like the ending. I loved Christian, the father. I thought he was he was really good. Like, they had some really amazing moments. And again, the acting was so fucking good by so many of these guys. I firmly believed, and this is my dumbness, that the entire fucking, and I've said this before, so just turn it off for 30 seconds. The entire series, we should have realized at the end, took place in a nanosecond. The entire series should have taken place as that was the moment of their death as a community.
I don't know any of this.
They should have all died in that exact moment, and that was your experience in death. Like, as you're dying, this is what you go through.
Right.
In that moment. That I could have bought. But the fact that whatever happened, really? They're really on an island? They fell out of the fucking tail of a plane.
Yeah.
Stop it. And there's smoke people and Ben Linus and that shit wig. I've never seen a worse, like the one you have nailed to your fucking head.
It's my hair.
Is amazing.
It's my hair.
Your hair looks like, you look like a guy who's bald in the fucking 2000s doing a scene from the 70s. Like with a bad NBC wig.
Yeah.
But that's how the wigs were terrible. The costumes were terrible.
You got Lego hair. You
It's
know
my
that.
hair. I know, Eric.
I made a Lego.
Eric went to the Lego store and made a Lego.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll find this. This is pretty satisfying.
Oh my God.
I thought that line was going to work a little better, Eric.
I'll work on it. Sorry.
And here's the other thing. If we work behind the scenes,
Right.
and if we are sending you something or showing you something or a web page or whatever, that's sort of our job. Like, we're not writing jokes for anybody, but
Dude, we're getting away with it. So
I think there's a couple people that want you to be behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Couple.
I know.
But anyway, I mean, you know, it's been a little over a year now, and I'm really, and you almost feel guilty about it, but I'm really enjoying doing radio with Jim Norton and the guys we bring in here. Period. So
yeah, I love doing the show, and I know you guys have had your issues. I miss my friend, and I love doing the show. It's like it's one of those things that you never totally resolve.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like it's just people. It's like you guys who are listeners, I know you guys love us, you love Ann, or you hate us, you hate whatever it is, but you don't understand the experience because you haven't gone through it like in that position. And it's a catch-22. Like, I love fucking living the way I live. It's like, you don't understand how awful being fired scarred me forever. in
Did it
2000.
really?
Yes, because anything you have can be taken away.
Right.
Anything you have
I get that.
can be taken.
I was skipping through. No, it wasn't. I was out of my fucking mind.
It was devastating.
Because it was before Twitter and all that. So, I mean, when you got fired, you had to go away.
It fucking changed everything for me because you realize no matter what you hit why do you think I paid my apartment off? Because I'm fiscally responsible? Because I'm a panicking motherfucker.
When we got fired, I ended up weighing less than Jimmy weighs now. I was down at like 140 pounds.
Oh, then you were a little heavier than Jimmy.
Excuse me. But I'm a little taller, though.
That's true, yeah.
I remember Jim Brewer was the guy. I saw him at a show. I was wandering around. He looked at me backstage. I forgot where, but this is about 10 years ago now. And he goes, "Are you all right?" And that's when I realized, oh, fuck, I gotta get my shit together.
Yeah.
I just wasn't eating. Just was not eating.
When people don't say you look good anymore, when they start saying, like, are you sick?
Yeah.
It's like, God.
Brewer was the one, though. He go, because I thought I was fine. You know, I was depressed. You know, we didn't have a gig anymore. We had to wait out 2 years, 3 months. And I just stopped eating. I lost like 30 pounds. And it was Brewer. I think it was Brewer that finally woke me up and was like, "Oh, fuck, man, what are you doing?" And, I got my shit back together finally. But I remember him looking at me and going, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think so. I'm not really sure if I'm all right."
That was
I was very
traumatic.
confused back then.
Yeah, you couldn't eat. It was
Because
fucking
I had a
horrible.
shitty fucking relationship. I didn't have a house. I had nothing except the gig. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'm all right, Brewer, to be honest with you. And then, I think that was the day that I started waking up a little bit as far as everything went.
I thank God for Colin Quinn. I mean, I really do, because that tough crowd has saved me. Like, I was in such a horrid depression. But that for 2 years timed out, and it worked. It gave me something creative to do with guys I respected, and it made me be a better comic, because you have to write jokes. You couldn't go on Tough Crowd with Nick DiPaolo and Patrice and Colin and do an applause generating thing.
Right.
Like, literally, if you've ever seen Keith Robinson when you walk in the cellar, you're not 30 feet into the room before you're being ridiculed. And that's how my life has been for 20 years with those guys. And that's what it was like at Tough Crowd. It made you fucking right. So that, in a way, I was never grateful for the cancellation, but that was, thank God for Colin. That made me, because it really gave me a real career thing, and it made me so much of a better comedian.
But did you actually think you would never work again?
I knew I'd work again, but I
Jimmy,
hated it.
Yeah, Jimmy, stand up. So he was going to work no matter what. I can't speak for Anthony, but I thought we would never work again.
You thought you would never do radio again?
Blackballed
in any
the
form?
fuck out of us.
Oh, that I thought, yeah.
You thought we were going to work again?
No, I thought I wouldn't work again in radio.
I thought we were fucking done. And
even going your separate ways, forming your own shows, you think you'd still be blackballed?
There was no outlet to podcast or anything like that yet.
Oh, that's true.
And regular radio, they were like too scared to hire us. And then
satellite wasn't even feasible at that point.
Satellite was our only move, and they had nobody listening yet. And Sirius was the one that was going to hire us. XM had no interest. And then Sirius turns around and we had a deal on the table, and then they just blew us off and stopped talking to us, because then we learned that because they got the big fish, they got Howard at the time. So they didn't need us anymore. So they fucking completely blew us off.
But you were on Satellite.
Then we went to XM, and, not to give a boo-hoo, but we basically made a deal, pennies on the dollar, just to get started.
But we're
like, look, just hire us. Look, we'll take blah, blah. Way less than, whatever. But people hate when we talk finances, but way less than what we were making.
It was
on regular
starting
radio.
over, man. It was
completely starting over. And then the guy hated us so much, that Hugh Pinero, he put us on a special, what was it called?
It was a pay platform channel.
Yeah, it was.
Shit.
So you had to have the satellite, you had to have the XM, and then pay extra for us. So
Eric and I did that. Yeah,
but
it was like $2 extra or something.
Yeah, the hardcore fans were going to do that, but you weren't going to pick up anybody else.
Right.
We were talking to honestly, I think we were talking to like 5,000 people tops. That first year.
It was rough.
5, maybe 10,000 people.
When
tops.
you guys went to XM, now again, we listened all the time.
Because they only had 1 million subscribers or something.
Right. Eric got XM immediately, and then he bought it from me when you guys started. And we used to listen, and that's the first time I ever really heard the notion of like replays. So I'll be driving, hear the end of the show, and then hear it start again, and I'm like, holy crap, this is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah. Speaking of replays, I never listen to this channel.
Yeah.
Because when I'm not here, I just want to pretty much get away from it all. But I was listening to Accelerated. The Daily Accelerated that we put together at 11 o'clock. Holy fuck, is that good?
It's really good. Yep.
It's the whole show in an hour.
Yep.
It's really good. It helps the West Coast out, because they're still in drive time when we leave.
Yeah.
But it's fucking good.
Yeah.
So basically, that's 8 a.m. In L.A. and the West Coast, and you get to hear the whole fucking show from 8 to 9, basically.
Yeah.
They cut out all the shit.
Yeah.
Makes us look like fucking superstars.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. That's what we should do every day. Babble for 3 or 4 hours and have someone edit out the shit and
That's right.
Who cuts it back there?
Put together.
Eric.
He does it.
Cuts what, the cheese?
Yes. Yes.
Right, Trav?
Eric does a great job doing that.
But if you never heard it, I mean, really, for real, check it out. It's damn good. But then again, we still got to get some highlights on today's show.
That's right.
So make sure it's a good fucking hour later on.
So right
today.
now they got like a little over 2 hours of content left to try to squeeze out that first hour.
They're panicking in the back.
I want to go to Herschel in Georgia. Herschel. Oh, wait a minute. I fucked up. Herschel, go ahead.
Hey guys, how y'all doing this morning?
We're doing all right, man.
I'm so stoked y'all having Warren Haynes on the show today, and I just wanted to. I didn't know if you guys were aware, but Government Mule, their bass player died, so they had a revolving bass player, and they did some work with Jason Newsom, and they did a lot of Sabbath covers. They covered Sweet Leaf and War Pigs, and it's just really awesome.
With who? Warren singing?
But yeah, Warren singing.
Oh, fuck, man. I never heard that.
You think Warren could pull that off today with just him?
I'm sure he could pull anything off. Warren Haynes is awesome.
We're going to have to ask him. We're going to have to ask him if he could do Sweet Leaf or War Pigs is long, but maybe I don't give a fuck if it's long.
Yeah,
if
no,
he wants to do it.
Sweet Leaf or something fast. Faster songs.
All right,
I was thinking maybe y'all could do that like before he comes in or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, we should find one to play. That's pretty awesome. I've never heard that.
Well, we promised that we would play the new song, Gold Dust Woman, the Fleetwood Mac song he does, right. Warren Haynes does with Grace Potter. So we're going to play that in a couple of minutes here.
I have their live War Pigs.
You do?
If we want to play it at any.
You know what? We'll just make it Warren Haynes Day. We'll play it going into the next break.
Yes.
Warren's going to be here at 10, so please stick around for that. We love Warren Haynes, and he's beyond cool. He goes, yeah, man, I'll play for you guys, no problem. So, yeah.
I love it when he comes in, and you guys are doing great, so don't worry about all the weirdos.
I don't. It's not that I worry about it. It's just really strange to me. That's all. It's extremely strange.
Keep up the great work, guys.
All right, Herschel. Thank you, buddy.
Yep.
All right, so we got Kurt Metzger. I don't know. What happened to Kurt?
I don't know where he is. He texted me yesterday. He's like, I want to come in. I'm like, yeah.
All right, so hopefully we'll have Kurt Metzger in soon.
What's he doing?
He's doing Race Wars tonight with Sherrod Small at 9 o'clock on this channel. So make sure you check that out.
Overslept?
He probably did. It's not easy to get up this fucking
Rowan
early.
just told me he overslept. He's on his way.
Oh, okay.
All right, we'll have Kurt maybe when we get back. Mark Norman will definitely be here in about 10 minutes. He's a very funny comic.
Yes, he is.
We love him. Colin Jost.
If he didn't drink too much. I saw him last night. He goes, I'm not going to drink too much. I got to see you guys in the morning.
Oh, no.
So I hope Mark is awake.
And Colin Jost
yes.
in studio at 9:20. He does Weekend Update, right?
With Michael Che, yeah. I saw Michael last night at the cellar.
Funny guy, that Michael Che.
Yeah, he's great.
We've
man.
only had him on once, I think, so far. We got to get him back.
He probably doesn't want to get up. I mean, these guys during the week, it's fucking, unless they have a project to push. When you're on SNL, you got like a major gig like that. It's hard to wake up and just come in and do radio.
And then Warren Haynes at 10 o'clock. So why don't we play Gold Dust Woman, the song he does with Grace Potter, as we go to break here. Jim Norton at Levity Live starting tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow night I'm on Netflix, and I'm at Levity Live, and I got a bunch of dates coming up. So go to my Facebook or website or whatever, and it's all there.
JimNorton.com.
Yeah.
Got a full room. Kurt Metzger has arrived. Good morning, Kurt Metzger.
I couldn't hear myself. Hey, what's
You were
up?
supposed to start the show with us today. What happened?
know. I woke up late.
Yeah.
I'm terrible in the morning, too.
Yeah, well, all you stand-up comics are terrible in the morning. You're not used to getting up this early.
How does Jimmy do it?
Oh, it's funny. I just settled on the fact that I'm terrible at night as well. I'm kidding, of course. Mark, welcome aboard.
Wait, where's your mic? There's Mark Norman, of course. Hi, Mark.
Good to be up. How are you?
You were at the cellar last night as well, huh?
Yes, that's true.
I saw Mark and I go, all right, I'll see you in the morning. And he's like, I'm not going to drink tonight a lot.
Oh, yeah, I'm hurting.
That didn't work out well.
I'm dying. I shit blood this morning. I'm in a lot of pain.
Was it red or black? That's what you have to look for.
I hear red's okay, right?
Yeah, red.
Oh,
red isn't as bad
red
as
is good
black.
luck. I think it's black stool and morning sailor take warning.
Right.
Red stool.
It's like a snake.
Red means you still have a chance, I think, right?
Red and yellow is a okay fellow.
And you got a smoothie in a bag.
Yeah, that's rolling for you.
I've never seen a smoothie in a bag before, but whatever it takes.
Yeah, it's get some street cred.
And you went to Colin's movie last night, and Colin is coming in this morning.
There's no way he's coming in. Last time I saw Colin, he was sitting AC Slater style with a lady on a chair.
Oh,
yeah,
Slater style,
face to face.
What time is that?
That was at least 4.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. There's no way he's coming in. I guarantee you. If he comes in, I'll be blown away.
So you've only had a couple hours sleep yourself.
I'd say about a half hour. Oh yeah.
Wow, 4. I thought he was going to say that was 12:30 or 1.
No.
That drinking is for the young, man.
Dude, I don't get it.
It's for the young.
Thanks, man.
How old are you?
31.
Yeah, all right. You're still there. You're still good.
I'm riding it out.
But I mean, around 30, I'll give you to about 35, and it's really
35 is when I stopped drinking.
Right? It's going to really start fucking hurting at 35.
Really? Well, I'm not feeling it yet. I'm still numb from the booze.
I understand.
But when it wears off,
you could ride it. You can ride it out at 31.
I don't get a lifelong alcoholic at all, man. I just
that's
and
impressive.
I drink a lot. I drink a lot. I'm I just don't want this anymore. It's killing me.
I think that proves that it's a disease because you have 1 or 2 of those hangovers, even in a row.
Yeah.
And you realize you say to yourself, "Okay, I'm done for a while. There's no way I'm going for the 3rd day. There's no way."
Yeah, we went at it too. I haven't drank like this since Bin Laden died.
When are you? So wait, you go home? Where do you live?
West Village.
Okay, so you go home for a little while, you doze off. I'm impressed you actually got up and you come.
Oh yeah.
What will you do after this?
Oh boy, I'll just go to Lobster Tube and go to bed.
Oh, you go home and go to bed.
Yeah.
What? Why were you drinking on a Tuesday night? Not to be your mom or anything, but I'm curious why someone would.
Well, it was that damn premiere. These movie premieres, they suck you in. You're in a suit. You're feeling good. There's tons of chicks. These SNL guys. No one watches the show, but the chicks are amazing.
Because the chicks are hoping the show's going to come back to its.
I've never seen
rightful place.
Yeah, you just see Pete Davidson shuffling. How do I talk to these broads? But it's a hell of a time.
Yeah, he's a really nice, awkward guy.
How do you talk to the broads? In your
I
tiny radio voice you do?
I just tell them I'm Dennis Miller's son.
Yeah, we saw you at the Trainwreck premiere.
Yeah, good times.
That was everybody was there.
Yeah. I was sitting next to all the giant black bouncers, and when they called Dave Attell Gnome, they were all like, they all went bananas. It was a good time. Not to bring up bananas.
Were you there at the premiere for
Yes.
Trainer?
Yeah, I was.
I went to the after party. Yeah,
we went, and then we went to a tavern on the green. We didn't move around a lot.
Well, I saw Kurt not getting into the back area.
Yeah, we couldn't get in. Then Attell said something to somebody.
Why
and
would you guys be able to get in the back area?
We weren't on the automatic VIP. I was just walking in confidently too when they stopped me.
Yeah,
right this way. We're friends with it, and they just stopped.
Well, don't feel bad. We told the story on the show. They stopped Judd Apatow, a guy named Judd Apatow.
Judd walks out.
I didn't think Kenny had to stop me like that.
I'm laughing at Nick DiPaolo because he couldn't get in. I had already gotten in, and I fucking see Nick, and the guy's going, "Well, do you need it?" And I'm standing behind him going, "That's no good, sir. That pass is no good." And he turns around in fucking Nick mode, that fucking Nick face, and he's like, "I wish you didn't see that." So then Judd walks out. I'm standing there with my manager, or no, I forget what I was standing there with. It might have been Attell and whatever, or Florentine, me, Florentine, and Nick. And then Judd walks out, and he goes, "Oh, these guys are okay." He literally just walks out. And the fucking bouncer's standing there, and Judd goes, "Oh, these guys are fine. They can come in." And he goes, "Oh, sir." And then Judd tries to walk us back in, and the guy goes, "Where's your pass?" And Judd goes, "I was just in there." And he goes, "Oh, no, I need your pass." And Judd is getting heated. And I said to the guy, "That's Judd Apatow."
That's the reason why everyone's here
and
tonight.
And the fucking asshole fucking bouncer, the dickhead bouncer.
I don't know who that is.
Just saw him walk out, closes the door, and then thank God one of the other producers walked in. He goes, "He's the producer of this entire thing."
Yeah.
And showed a badge, and then Judge and us got in. But bouncers are just dicks because they can be.
Yeah.
The guy was just mad probably because LeBron wouldn't fucking talk to him.
Did anyone get to talk to LeBron?
I just saw him there. I'm sure he was fine.
Most people were intimidated to go up to him and even just try to get a picture.
Right when I walked into that, that part he's talking about, it was jam-packed. I was like, this was not worth the trouble to get back here.
Right.
And then we just fucking left.
Yeah, I don't know if he was talking to people. He might have been. I can't say he was, and I didn't try to speak to him.
Oh, it was a beautiful summer night. I just stayed outside.
Yes. So did I.
I didn't have that special pass, so I wasn't trying. I'm not going to lie to you.
Tony Romo could not have been fucking nicer.
He was hanging out outside.
Talking to everybody. Jason Garrett. Yeah. Could not have been nicer. I'll never badmouth him again until fucking September.
Yeah, you get a little frustrated by Tony Romo.
Marv Albert, huge dick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really? Lucky him, does he?
Do you mean
did you get to suck it?
Like
He was
Uncle Milty?
I wish. Yeah, just like really not a nice guy.
Why? Really?
Yeah, I said, "Hey, Marv," and he just like almost pepper sprayed me.
I'm with you because we sat.
Maybe he was afraid seeing a living puppet coming at him.
We sat in front of him at the premiere, and you could feel that he was a dick.
Oh, yeah.
You know when you could feel someone's a dick and you're not even talking to him?
Sure.
So I think I'm with you.
That's Big Marv, yeah.
I think I'm with you. I'm like, man, his vibe and his energy is not good.
What was the thing he got in trouble for? He bit that lady.
He put on like lingerie and he bit a lady, which is fine, but you know.
What? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
You don't remember the Marv Albert thing?
I got to stop putting my head forward like E.T. I really look like fucking Cancer Boy Norton. My head can't be forward. I look sickly.
Well, you're trying to show
Who's got
a
his
chin.
arm around you?
Tony Romo.
Oh, wow. Look
But
at
you
that.
have a chin now, finally, Jimmy.
I know, but I got to stand up straight.
I think that's
instead of-
why you were doing that, to kind of, give yourself a chin.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do that anymore.
I'm hooping my fucking face forward. It looks really stupid.
Hey, Marv Albert, he had lingerie on with that whole thing?
Yeah.
Am I
That's
wrong?
what I remember, too.
Yeah,
I
exactly
remember
what
the
related
biting of
to.
the ass, but I don't remember he actually had lingerie. Wow, people they just forgot about that again.
That's not so bad, though.
No, I agree.
Yeah. When I first started jerking off, I would I had like one of those big old camcorders that you put on your shoulder with the VHS.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And I bought one at like a garage sale, and I would put it on a shelf where we could only see my genital area, like knees to stomach.
Yeah.
And I would put on panties and paint one hand, the nails on one hand red, and I would start jerking off with my hand, and I'd go, "Get out of there, big boy," and I would bring my other hand in. You guys never did that?
No, that's got to be a bit.
No, I'm serious.
Are you really?
I would paint the fingernails on my left hand red, and I would slap my man hand out of the way, and then go to town. So it was like a lady was jerking me
That
off.
was so amazingly creative.
Everyone stopped
Thank you.
breathing.
Wow.
I never.
That's almost as hot as the fucking puppet show in Sixth Sense.
Wow, shut up comics. That's almost
Mark could
impossible.
survive anywhere.
Yes.
Did you take the non-painted hand and then slip pills into his drink? of the painted hand and then drink it?
I didn't have pills.
How far would you go with the lady hand? Would you grow the nails out, knowing
No.
No, he'd
nails.
actually shoo the lady hand away and then bring the man hand in.
Yes.
for an extra treat?
Wow.
Those were good long summer nights.
Good times. Good times.
Well, then right after you come, you're like, "Oh my God, what have I done?" Like
Why
you
would
kind
you
of
put
come
on
online.
panties?
Just because I had them.
Out of the panties.
See, hold on. That's not a girl
the
jerking me
panties
off
figure
thing.
in.
That's not a girl jerking me off thing. That's
Yeah.
I'm wearing panties. That's kind of a feminist. That's fine. And
I tried
Wow.
it. Yeah, I tried it out.
Did you
Just
like
like J.
I was
Edgar Hoover.
13. Yeah, I don't know.
You ever do it in adult life?
Who?
You ever do it in adult life?
No, never again. It was. I watched it once and like I was horrified.
Oh, you only did that once.
Yeah.
Doing it for the camera. I didn't realize you videotaped.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Where is that tape?
with the big
Oh
camcorder?
God, I don't know where that tape is.
I would imagine you erased it immediately.
Yeah.
No, I hope it's in a box and his parents find it one day. This is from Mark when he was young. I think this is his play. He did something in school called "I Think I'm a Homo," it says on it. Listen to this.
I was I had never been with a woman, so I was like, "This is the closest I'll get." Is this red-nailed woman?
But you put panties on.
Yeah, that was just a weird extra thing.
Whose panties were they?
Huh?
Whose panties
Whose were they? Good question.
I'm from New Orleans, so they would throw panties at Mardi Gras. And I remember catching panties, being like, "I know what I'm going to do with these."
Wow.
You just caught street panties?
Yeah, off a float. They would throw panties
You
out.
had to go out. You're a real bayou man, catching your own panties.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
catching an outfit.
Yeah, Gator.
I guarantee.
I don't know how you live close to Bourbon Street. I don't know how you grew up.
I lost my virginity on bourbon.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Good times.
Good times.
He goes home and jerks over with those panties on. I'm not saying I've never worn panties, but it's just, did you feel like a girl when you did it? I didn't feel feminine when I did it. I just felt like, God, this feels good on my dick.
Well, your dick looks huge in there. You
Exactly.
You feel like more of a man, actually.
Yeah, poking out of those little velvety fucking
Yes.
covers. Oh my God, it's bursting.
Yes, and you put the line right down the ball so you get a ball out left and right.
Yeah, you fucking position it soft.
Exactly. Sorry, I've been drinking.
I understand. The nails thing I couldn't have done.
That's a hell of a story,
That
Mark.
takes a while to individually paint each
That you
nail.
really gearing up to jerk off?
Yeah, you guys didn't gear up. I would mix lotions and like make concoctions. It was a whole thing.
But how long before you had to have the lady hand in there to push the male hand away?
You
had to time it just right.
You did a little
right?
story, a little dialogue. It's a nice night, huh? I got it from here. Yeah. Yeah, good times.
I got it from here.
I've heard some shit in here.
What are you doing on Bourbon Street?
Well, I never. This kind of awful Blanche Devereaux fucking dialogue. You get away from me. You Stanley Kowalski. You stop touching me, you.
I've always depended on the kindness of strangers.
The biggest one I ever did see.
Oh, wow.
That's fucking creepy and great.
Oh, yeah.
I've had to like just get up and move from jerking off because I could kind of see my reflection and I couldn't.
Yeah, man.
I can't believe you out of production.
So you get a peek at yourself, you feel fucking disgusted, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not even a mirror, just like a turned off
I
TV.
get it,
Yeah.
Right.
He had a whole team in the next room. Harvey Firestein. Baby, sweetheart, don't push the hand in so fast. Leave the man hand. It'll make it more believable. Harvey Firestein just screaming at him.
I had a streetcar named Desire going on.
God. Yeah, you just offer that up right off the bat. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
That goes right to the top of the list of the craziest shit we've ever heard in
Yeah, that's
here.
great.
Oh, come
dude.
on.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's
yeah.
a weird
You
one.
made Jim Norton blush with
Jim Norton hard.
you made his dick blush.
No, it's just an interesting. I would never think to do that. Like, what's the end game with that?
I'm not
Like,
that creative at all.
I'm not.
I know.
Yeah.
You almost wish you were that creative at 13.
Yeah.
I went to film school.
That could,
That might have done it.
Oh, that's awesome. What'd you do when you came? Were you standing or sitting? Because if you're filming from the waist up,
Well-
from between the waist and the, you got to sit standing up.
I was actually I was kneeling because it was a low shelf, but I had a carpeted room. I would just go nuts on the carpet. It was.
So you taped more than once. You did that more than once.
I did it more than once, but the panties was only once. But the fingernails was a thing.
But
Your mother came in and gave you some soup and poured some fucking poison in it.
as soon as you come, then you want.
Oh, my God.
Then you want to wash the nail polish off immediately
Totally.
and throw the panties away.
Dude,
You're like,
I'd
what
never-
the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, would
Yeah.
you nail polish remove? You see the fucking load on your hand?
I would do the remover, yeah, because it wouldn't come off.
The male brain is fucked up, and as soon as
Yeah.
you come, you're like,
Yeah.
Jesus, what was I fucking thinking 5 seconds ago?
I literally wouldn't care if her head blew off like in Scanners.
Yeah, jerking. Like, when you come, like, you ever jerking off online? I mean, like on the laptop, and the screen goes black, and you see yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst.
And then you have to fucking, with your left hand, you have to hit the fucking escape button and put in your code and try to hold the load
exactly.
off so you're not jerking off in
Right,
the black
right.
screen.
But why is that instant? Why can't it be a fadeaway? Of
Yes.
that erotic feeling you got, and then maybe just let it fade slowly away. But
Right.
It's immediate. You're disgusted
Immediate.
immediately.
Yeah.
Right. Which, thank God for Trainwreck, because now whenever I fuck a chick randomly and she's like, "You want to leave?" I'm like, "Go watch Trainwreck." We're not dicks. Look, other girls are doing it too.
Right. They want to leave as well.
Yeah, supposedly.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of it.
I think less dudes want to leave than like chicks now.
No.
I'm telling you, they're all turning into chicks.
All right.
I don't, do girls want to leave? No, they usually want to hang out.
They want to stay. They want to cuddle. They want to talk.
Well, they want to talk for a while. Unless, again, if there's money involved, it doesn't matter. But if it's one of those things where they're just doing it to do it, they want to hang out.
How do you handle the girl that wants to stay there, Mark?
I always sleep with the gals. That's the only way to get out of there clean.
What do you mean?
I always sleep at the ladies' place.
Oh.
Or like or fuck her there, I mean.
You're crazy, though, because what if she has a boyfriend or something like that? Like, you're putting yourself in an
Nah. These gals don't have boyfriends. I did fuck a married woman recently at the cellar, or not at the cellar, but I met her at the cellar, and she was telling me about her kids the whole time. I don't know how graphic we can get here.
graphic as you want.
All right, great. So we're going at it, and we met at the cellar. Within 2 seconds, we get to my room. She's butt naked. She was like a hot mom, probably 50. And we're going at it, and she yelled, I take my pants off, and she yells, "You better not have a small dick," which is terrifying.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate. And I was like, oh, shit, I don't know. So we're banging, and she goes, geez, do you want to put it in my ass or not? I was like, wow. I guess I do, yeah, if you're going to bring it up.
Quit fucking around, Mark.
Yeah, exactly.
Get moving. Fuck my shitter for Pete's sake.
Yeah, put it in my dumper. So I go, all right, let's do it. So she gets up. I'm laying on my back, and I got a boner, and she sits on my dick facing the other way and squirts 3 times. 3 times squirting.
Wow, very nice.
Unreal. Just my sheets were ruined. My mattress looks like a coffee filter now. It's just all stained up.
What kind of pussy did you have?
Real like a floppy lipped.
Meaty?
Yeah. Not meaty.
She had a clam, dude.
She had a clam. She had a clam,
okay.
yeah.
Sometimes they're not meaty. Sometimes they've had kids. And sometimes the pussy, it looks like when a horse's teeth are together and just the way the lips flop on the outside with a lot of gums, they look loose and uncomfortable.
Is that the oldest one you had, Mark?
Virginity was 45.
Do you wear a bag?
Oh, yeah.
And you keep a rod with a girl squatting on you when you're wearing a bag when you're drunk?
Oh, yeah.
Commendable.
Well, I was sober. She was hammered. But I was so blown away by the anal. It was crazy.
But most guys can keep a ride with a bag.
And a condom laying on your back. Maybe I'm just so
I don't know about that. I'm with you on that one.
Really? Right?
I think most guys could keep a rod, though.
I was all right. I like a mom, too.
A squirty clam like that, I'm going to need some help.
Yeah, what are you, 50-year-old taunting you? The tub lady from The Shining?
Well, you know what? When they but did she turn into that old hag afterwards?
Yes. No, she's not really old hag, but she kept talking about their bunk beds. She's like, we got new bunk beds, IKEA. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, no. And then Danny's Apollo sweater was ripped, and we didn't know what happened.
But the squirting, you could feel on the balls just pouring out. It was wild.
That's hot, dude.
It was so hot. I love a squirter.
And then, how did it smell, though, dude? Did you suspect
it was fine.
It was fine.
She was like a rich, like old Jewish broad. Upper West Side money.
Did you mention that while you were fucking her in the ass? Take that, you rich old Jewish lady.
A lot of people say that's pee, though. I mean,
that's what I've been hearing.
That's what Marin said.
There's a big argument about that. Still, they're saying no, it's just pee.
That'll never be said.
You Jew motherfucker! You ever come on my balls again? I'll kill you, Ace. You rich Jew motherfucker! You squirt on my sheets. I'll bury you in a fucking desert, Ace.
When he's walking that girl back to his car from the restaurant.
Oh, it's the greatest thing ever.
Because the bread's fresh. That's the secret. And he just pushes her down.
No, I get the veal. It's I pound it right out. Her head's in his fucking lap before his rotten dick is out of his pants. I'm sorry, what were you saying about Judd? No,
I messed up bad.
Oh, I fucked up bad with this broad, Frankie. I fucked her in the ass and she squirted on my sheets. Now she won't go home. Oh, the kid's got bunk beds, Frankie. I don't know what to
do. You tell that Jew to take my money out of
Oh, my God. You don't clean my sheets, and when I get out of jail, I'm going to crack your fucking head wide open again.
Don't make a fuck out of me.
I don't even know where
I don't know.
Who cares? Who gives a fuck?
Just stick a pen in her neck. You fucking ruined my friend's sheets. You ruined my friend's sheets. It was Noam from the Cellar. What were you saying about Noam? Did someone mention Noam?
No, it's just that train wreck.
David Tell's called Noam.
Oh, okay. I thought you mentioned him 10 seconds ago.
I think we were just talking about train wreck, and then we ended up there. But that's fine. Man, all right.
That's awesome.
That is amazing.
Fucked her in the ass. That's great.
Yeah, I've been in a relationship for 9 years, so I'm just going hog wild.
You were in a relationship for 9 fucking years?
My whole high school sweetheart. Whole 20's gone.
That girl was your high school sweetheart? That girl that you've been with?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
How did it end? What happened?
I've been on the road. I was on the road a lot.
She don't let you bang nobody?
No. I don't know how you pulled that off.
I didn't. My girl set it up.
Oh, my God.
I wouldn't have been able to pull that off.
That's unbelievable.
So what, you just started fooling around on the road?
Oh, yeah, got caught.
How'd you get caught?
Text picture pop up while I was in the shower.
I think you told me. Oh, you did tell me that. You talked about that.
Was it a picture of your painted nails in one hand?
I wish.
Is that my good underwear?
Yeah, it was shot like those fucking things in Sesame. Cheddar. You know what? Was that an electric company?
Yeah.
Silhouettes. He has dumb hands coming in.
Yeah.
Mark's cock. Mark's
Yeah, but she caught me. That was
Oh,
brutal.
my God.
I'll tell you one
Oh,
thing.
someone's crying like a fucking girl in the shower, Ace, while I look at his cell phone. Someone's been fucking an old Jew broad, Ace.
Is that a little girl?
Yeah, is that a little girl in there in your fucking cell phone?
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
It's all coming out.
I just got a sheet of just some of the tweets coming in. They're just amazed by what you just said, Mark. With the
boy.
lady hand.
I was a young boy in Louisiana.
Mark Norman is the Leo da Vinci of busting nuts. Funniest shit I've heard probably ever. Mark is killing it. Oh my God, that man hand, female hand story almost made me run off the highway.
Dude, the swatting the hand, like, get out of there.
Like, this shit is amazing.
So what's the scenario? Like, the female hand saved you from being raped by the male hand?
No, it's just like, I got it from here. You're with a woman now. You know? Yeah. And this is pre-internet. We got to get creative, you know?
How old were you?
13,
I, 12, 13,
your
yeah.
hands must have been so soft.
That's pretty amazing for 13.
It'd be funny if that was the tape his girlfriend found and she thought he was cheating, but it was just with his own hand. I saw that tape of that fucking lady's hand saying, I got it, big boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then she wished it was a girl after that.
Now we got Molly. She's not happy with us because of you, Mark. We got to smooth things over with Molly.
Oh, no, Molly
wants Molly.
What have we done,
ahead.
dear?
I'm not happy.
Oh, thank God.
I'm in shock and awe driving to work because okay, so I told the screener. So yesterday I turned the channel on. I'm just skimming through channels and I'm like, this is cool, talking about Trump and everybody's cursing because it's legitimate. Like, come on, shut the fuck up. This is not going to happen. So they act like they're going to do it, right? So I'm like, that was a cool channel. Let me turn it on this morning, and you're like, yeah, she's backwards and squirted twice. My mattress looks like a coffee filter. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, we might go all over the place with this show.
Yeah.
We had
the remaining hours will be about this.
We had some intelligent conversations yesterday about Trump and Caitlyn Jenner and all this Cosby, but now today.
So what happened?
Here's what you'll learn, miss. This show is a pinata of mediocrity. It gets hit with a stick, and whatever comes out and fucking falls out, that's what you get.
But we've all tried to get the BJ from a cat in the laundry room, right?
A cat? Do you mean like a groovy someone or an animal?
Should Molly stay on the line for this one, Mark?
No, Molly, you better get out of here.
You better get the fuck out of here. Hey, Molly, do you squirt?
Oh.
No, what the fuck is that? I'm not telling you. You haven't earned that privilege.
Come on, Molly.
We don't know who
Molly,
you are.
swap my hand away, baby.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Molly.
All right, Molly.
Regular, I guarantee you within 2 weeks she'll be calling up. Oh, so I'm squatting on a fire plug. Welcome back, Molly.
The show is very different from day to day.
Yes, it is.
Did you guys already do the story, that Planned Parenthood official?
No, we
not
didn't do
yet.
it.
Oh, okay.
We're waiting for you.
Because that's hilarious.
We were waiting for you, but I want to hear about the cat in the laundry.
With the woman who looked like David Bowie on the fucking hidden camera. She was awful.
You know, it's just you changing after swimming with a friend, and you're in the laundry room, and the cat's there. You take the bathing suit off. You think about that rough tongue.
You're not kidding?
Nothing happened, but you put it in the cat's face. Yeah, but you want some contact at that age.
You put your dick in a cat's face and he rejected you?
Yes.
Funny, he doesn't argue that it's a he.
I don't know what it was.
Did you try grabbing him with girl hand?
Yeah.
Maybe he's more comfortable.
Exactly. Or was it Tom and Jerry and the little mouse ran by? So what happened? You hung your limp dick in the cat's face?
Yeah, pretty much.
How old were you?
That was probably 8.
Oh, all right.
I wouldn't trust my dick around an animal like that.
You're so lucky you didn't think it was string.
I would have taken a little batting. I'll do a little yarn.
Now with those nails you would.
I guess you're right. I guess you're right.
You sweet, sensitive little 12-year-old ding-dong?
Yeah, your fucking cock would have had scratch marks like a Bark at the Moon tour shirt. 1984.
Approach an animal with your cock from the back, not the front, where they can't defend.
What did he do?
Nothing. The cat just looked at me weird and kind of
all confused.
Yeah, a little confused and gave me like a whisker twinkle. You know when animals are confused and they cock their head to the side?
Yeah.
I got one of those.
Yeah.
What the fuck is
what's
this?
happening? I don't object, and yet I'm not into it.
Right.
I saw these people driving with their head doing that cat thing right now.
Oh my god!
Molly's so funny.
Molly has turned off the channel again. Oh well. We got the Planned Parenthood hidden camera video.
Oh, what happened there?
Well,
a woman was trying to sell body parts in a way. That's highly illegal too, right?
Selling fetus tissues, yes.
The terminology they use is, like the guy is going, they're undercover and they want to prove that someone will sell them or give them specimens. Mm-hmm. And again, they're being used for like research after abortions and stem cells or whatever. But it's the language that's being used, and she's implying that she's like, well, how much do you normally pay for a specimen? And they're talking about an intact tissue specimen, which basically means that during a second trimester abortion, this guy is saying, could you do the, usually they suck it out. But he's saying, could you do it differently because we want an intact specimen. So basically, she's kind of implying that we could do this procedure. Although she is saying, look, we have to have paperwork signed by the thing, and we can't do it different. I have to bounce this off the doctor. Like, will they do it differently to get an intact specimen? And you realize they aren't talking about a little person. Even though I'm for abortion, man, this one was rough.
It sounds like she sounds like Cartman from that South Park. She's like, "You breaking my balls, man. You breaking my balls."
Yeah, it was just kind of. This is very, very fucking bad for them.
And this is the stem cell shit, you think?
I don't know what they were posing as.
No, but what are they going to use the fetus tissue for?
Either research or stem cells. Yeah.
Well, you see, Mark paints the nails.
Yes, the little underdeveloped nails. Yes. Yeah, one of the tissue sample.
Let's play this.
Buddy, there are new developments now in the controversy surrounding Planned Parenthood. A brand new second undercover video now being made public for the first time, and this is the first time we have seen it. Allegedly showing an executive for the group haggling over the price of aborted body parts. This follows a story that broke late last week. Good morning, I'm Bill Hemmer. Welcome here. It's a Tuesday in America's News.
Hey, Bill.
Thank you. Back with you.
Good morning. Pause right there. Wouldn't it be funny if he said, this reminds me, Martha, of when you and I fucked and you had to have one of these. And she's like, Bill, that's not. And Bill was out hammered all last night.
And I've got a Lamborghini now.
That we're talking about was secretly recorded by a pro-life group, and it comes just days after the other video that we showed you last week of the group's medical research director talking over wine and salad about saving valuable organs from aborted fetuses. Of course, that practice of selling tissue from fetuses is illegal. Peter Ducey's live in Washington on this. So, Peter, what does this new video show?
Martha, it shows a negotiation about the price of tissue from these aborted fetuses, and when they're talking about how much it should cost, this doctor who is shown says that she wants enough so that she can buy herself a Lamborghini.
She was kidding when she said that, though.
Of course.
He's laughing at the end of this conversation. Listen to this.
What would you expect for intact tissue? What sort of compensation? What sort of...
Well, why don't you start by telling me what you used to pay?
Okay. I don't think so.
Is that Coldplay in the background?
Yeah. First of all,
I will only think of Coldplay with this from now on.
She looks like Chip Chipperson. She's really fucking awful.
She looks like she's evil.
She looks like the Poltergeist old man.
Yes.
Metal
God, through the
all
screen.
the children.
God is in his
screen
holy
door.
temple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come to me, child.
What would work for you?
Negotiations, a person calls up
Nothing else compares. I always thought Coldplay was kind of an abortion of a band.
Trouble. What song is it?
Nothing else compares.
You said there, she goes, go back a little bit. She's basically saying, the person who mentions the first figures at a disadvantage, like in the negotiation. That's kind of shitty.
The person's at a loss, right? So.
No, I don't look at it that way. I know you want to play that game. I get it, but no, I want.
You breaking my balls, man.
She's literally talking about low ball.
Huh?
What's terrible?
Was this a real negotiation, you think?
Oh, my God, yeah. That's hidden camera.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do with that stuff? Just throw it out?
I don't know. I guess
maybe she's Native American.
You're not supposed to sell it. You're supposed to. You're supposed to use it. I mean, the way they're talking about it's like they're ordering fucking squid.
I'd like a large order of buffalo wings.
I want some intact specimens.
A little placenta.
Well, that is gross. But like, there was this thing like I'm supposed to hate Planned Parenthood because Planned Parenthood has that weird history where Margaret Sanger, I guess the founder, was into eugenics and shit. They always tell you that, like the pro-life side. But who gives a shit? Like, I love having birth control, so
I don't mind if
I don't care if they're Nazis. I don't give a shit.
It helps a lot of women out.
Yeah.
We got to
They
the
provide
moon.
a lot of services for the ladies.
And men.
But
the men, right.
We got to the moon from, like, Nazi scientists. Like, we're going to say no to the pill?
Yes, they said,
Like-
take me somewhere where there's no Jews.
Don't come to my bedroom.
That's right.
All right, let's continue with this.
What, Mark?
What do they do with the fetus? I'm sorry.
I'm guessing it's stem cell.
Oh, okay.
They said something about a crunchy sample.
Little buffalo sauce? You get them on the grill?
But there's something about like a less crunchy method. It's really awful.
And Perry said this morning that, quote,
Let's get
in
Dr.
the
Steve on the
light
phone for
of what
this.
they do to kill children and sell their parts, it is clearly immoral to give any support or transact any business with Planned Parenthood. The clip released this morning is set at a restaurant, and this doctor even ties the price of tissue to the volume of abortions. First term versus second term, $50 up to $150 for tissue in between glances at the menu. Martha.
It is unbelievable. So how is Planned Parenthood justifying the conversation that we just saw and heard, Peter?
Martha, Planned Parenthood has said they do not sell tissue for profit, and now they are accusing the undercover activists with the Center for Medical Progress of fraud. In a statement that they put out preemptively, expecting a possible flood of more bad publicity, Planned Parenthood says this, quote, "It appears that the only people who have broken laws are the extremists who have been hounding women and doctors for years." Planned Parenthood accuses these activists of illegally recording their employees, of misrepresenting themselves, and of deceptively editing clips.
She said
to
she
make
wanted to
them
buy
help
some
her
fetuses.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
I've watched that tape. It was probably about 8 minutes, whatever, what they showed. There were jump cut edits.
Yeah.
Which, again, I don't know what was in those, and were they taken out to make the context different? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, remember the pimp thing, the Acorn pimp?
Yeah.
Like, they made that, remember they made out like Acorn was giving out loan, and then it turned out that was an edited tape, and the person was talking to the dude posing, what's his name, James O'Keefe?
Yeah.
That person called the police immediately and said, hey, a pimp just came in here, and they made it out like Acorn didn't give a shit. Like, you got to see what the jump cuts are first before you can like, judge that
you
shit,
do.
man.
Even though I do think that the way she was talking was a little shitty, but you have to be able to talk about them like they're nothing. If you do that for a living, you can't just be saying this potential life. You have to just be detached.
And you got to assume some of the doctors out there are, selling some shit on the side. My God, right?
I don't see why it's so bad, though. Who cares they're selling it?
Look,
You want diseases cured, don't you?
Yeah, what's the big deal?
No, but I don't mind that. But if they're actually selling them, like I'll take a second trimester for $150. it's like, you know what? I'm pro-choice, but I don't want some kid. Make sure the arms are intact. I want to put them in a jumping jack thing and do a photo shoot for Vanity Fair. There's got to be a certain amount of dignity with it, man.
Let's go to Rich in Boston. He has a little more on this. Rich, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, so, guys, this is so obviously some pro-life person who is setting someone up. Don't you think if someone had ever done this before, they would have a number, any number in mind of what the going rate was for something like this? This woman has no idea what she's talking about, and she's telling the woman to say, well, what do you usually pay? Because she has never...
No. Do we know the circumstances of why they ended up in the restaurant like this with a hidden camera? They felt like they had something with this lady.
I don't know what
and they
their
set her up. So.
relationship was.
Does anyone know? If you do, please call the show.
But by the way, dude, the thing about like she doesn't know is I don't know if you heard the part of the quote where she goes, "Well, the person who says the number first is at a disadvantage."
Yeah.
So basically,
she might. But don't you think, Jimmy, that if she had done this before, she would have at least thrown a high number out to start the negotiation?
Not necessarily.
But she's still willing to sit down and talk about selling the feed. I mean,
don't get
that
me
part's
wrong.
there.
She's a shitty person, and that's fine. But I'm just saying it's one of those scenarios where someone's obviously trying to find video for so long, and they're trying to find these people, and so they start putting these people in weird positions that they've never really been in, and they get it on tape, and that's all they need.
Well, you know what? I know, and you be careful about the way you edit stuff. But the bottom line is there's certain things, if you couldn't, entrapment is one thing, but you can't get somebody to do something that they definitely wouldn't do. Like if she was saying, I want to hire you to murder someone, she would go, no, I'm not doing that.
Right.
You can watch. She definitely had an open mind about the whole thing.
You can watch the whole thing.
If you don't like abortion, they really
it's an
should
hour.
have.
Did you watch it, Travis?
No,
What?
but they released, the company that did this released an 8-minute summary, which is what everybody's
Which
seen.
I've seen, yeah.
And then they released the entire hour.
Oh, there's a full hour out.
Yeah,
Oh.
so you can watch the whole thing, but but they put this together for
hour and 15 minutes.
That's a damn good camera, by the way. It's like they mic'd the lady.
Why don't we watch the whole hour and 15 minutes?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, Mark, if you had a camera that good back in the day?
Oh my God!
I know you could have swatted away the whole. I forget what it's called.
The children you could have murdered.
Yeah, exactly. You could have painted nails on the intact tissue sample.
More importantly, would you fuck her, Mark?
Sure.
She's in your age demo. She's like 50.
She looks like Madeleine Albright.
That is, I mean, I'm kind of grossed out. I'm pro-choice. I'm kind of grossed out by abortion, but they should be supporting like a big candy dish of birth control pills in every school.
Yes,
I agree. If you don't like the abortions, push the goddamn birth control.
Push the pills.
Yeah.
If you don't like welfare, push the fucking pill.
Push the pills. Let's go to Brian in Florida. He's going to give us a talking to, I think. Brian, go ahead.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Welcome aboard.
What's up, Jimmy? I really wish you guys would watch something or watch the entire thing before you start making comments on it.
Well, that's why we take the calls.
Yeah,
so then we don't have to work as hard.
Oh, wait, do we watch? I watched the. I watched. Brian,
a little fun with you.
Brian, I did watch the 8-minute clip. I didn't know there was an hour one.
Not the 8 minutes. All right, cool.
I didn't know.
First off, man, I'm not trying to be combative with you guys. I love you guys. I listen to you religiously. But this lady is actually, the first case, she's actually talking about how that they can partially birth the baby and turn it around to where just the head is sticking out of the lady's pussy. So then that she can crunch the legs and crunch the head so she can take the body parts and sell them. They're doing this for profit. They're not doing it just because they want to get rid of a unwanted pregnancy.
Right? No.
That's what this whole thing is about.
Oh no, dude! I know that they're doing it for profit. I don't believe Planned Parenthood is based on profit. Just because there's so many people who want to get abortions anyway. Meaning, I don't think that they're making people who wouldn't get an abortion get one.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, but the thing of it is your call or your guest, I don't know which one it was right. Margaret Sanger originally was doing it because she wanted to get rid of all the black people.
Yeah, that's right. Look, it's outright racist. But so what? So what? George Washington had slaves, and I still like America. You see, it's still a good thing to have birth control, no matter what Margaret.
Wait a minute,
did.
I didn't know she was into eugenics and trying to.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I've never heard that.
That was the conservative position back then.
But was it true?
The Republican position back in the day was let's have some eugenics to not pay all this, like not.
Oh, so wait, Planned Parenthood was started by the conservatives?
I don't know that it was. I don't know if it was started by conservatives, but I know that eugenics was a very popular idea with conservatives as well as this woman. I think she was like a suffragette or something. I don't know, but they like it's weird how before the Nazis kind of crapped up eugenics, it was very popular here.
Well, the whole thing that is like Opie's got kids. How in the world, Opie, can you look at your kids and then listen to the tape of this lady talking about crunching the head and crunching the legs so they can save the heart and liver and sell them and not have some kind of a bad feeling about it?
It's not my kids.
You're going to abort the kid anyway.
It's not my kids.
Exactly. He's grateful he didn't do that.
I love my kids. I hate everyone else's kids. Jesus. Are you kidding me? I haven't changed. I hated kids before I had kids. Love my kids.
Well,
Good one, Eric.
I'll say,
most kids suck. I know that, and I'm sure a lot of people hate my kids.
Sure, I hate your kids.
All right, there you go.
But I'll say this, dude. You know those late.
No, I mean, real answer, Brian. It's fucking brutal stuff. Of course,
dude. You know, late term. They call it partial birth abortion.
Those
But
are awful.
it's just late term abortion. But I didn't know. I thought that people got that because the kid was going to be some kind of severe. And it's not. It's not. The number one reason is I didn't know I was pregnant, or I just changed my mind.
Yeah,
I'm like, don't change your mind 7 months in.
They're awful.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, Kurt knows a lot about this. So
I pay for a lot of abortions,
and you
so
should have been one.
I just wish you guys. It's kind of a hard subject to make fun of. I don't know.
So, of course, no, it's not. No, it's not. I'll make fun of those things getting sucked out all day. It's part of our job to make fun of stuff.
You can make fun of something, and your heart can be in the right place.
And by the way, if you want to prevent this shit, the same thing with Kermit Gosnell, that guy in Philly.
Yes.
Make sure abortion's legal and the government is watching what's happening. Because what happens is all these conservatives don't want any abortions, so they want it to be this shitty, like, backroom kind of thing, so they can go, see, abortion, So you should support it so that this shit doesn't happen. That's how you make sure.
The illegal, what's going on with the illegal side of this? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's got to be a complete fucking nightmare.
But I'm not for those like the late term ones.
No, they're terrible.
You feel like that's gross, but that is like, it's weird that there can't just be a happy medium. Like, I'm perfectly happy with Roe v. Wade. It's such a good compromise. It's like, you can't have the abortion at a certain point when we all agree. Roe v. Wade is like the perfect compromise. There's no reason to change it.
Here's how you do it. If you want to know, like, they have to, like, what's the point of where it's too late and where it's brutal? I think that what should happen is you should put like a little funnel in the vagina and tell a joke. If you hear a chuckle coming back out, you can't avoid it.
I mean, when you see the when you see the sonogram, or whatever, for the first time, and you realize, holy fuck, that heart is beating at an extremely fucking right away.
Yeah.
Basically, it changes your mind on a whole bunch of things.
I had my ex, and we had a terrible relationship. Okay, right. and then she got pregnant, and I begged her to have the baby.
Right,
and then she didn't. And people go, I can't imagine my life if I hadn't had the baby. Like, I can't imagine my life if she hadn't got that abortion.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I'm like, oh, thank God she didn't listen to me. So Pontius Pilate, I washed my hands of that one. That was her murder.
When you have that first doctor's visit and you hear the heartbeat, you're like, what? It's only a few weeks. This is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It changes your mind on a few things.
It's not like, I mean, personally, like, I don't take that lightly. I lean towards have it if it's my situation.
And then there's these asshole pharmacists that, because they're religious, won't give birth control. Or like,
that's
pill,
insane. The day after pill, because they all think that's an abortion. It's not an abortion.
No.
You're not actually pregnant when you first conceive. It's like, it takes a little time. So the morning after pill, there's no abortion at all.
There's no heartbeat yet?
No, it's just nipping in the bud.
The egg hasn't even settled to start becoming a baby. And a lot of them don't know that. They think that it's a baby, right when it hits the egg. It's
moment of a conception.
That early heartbeat fucking throws you for a fucking loop, man.
I mean, look, this is a gross video, but as horrifying as it is, it's still better than the alternative, which is you make it illegal and you got to take a girl on a roller coaster. Do you understand? Like, this is still, as bad as this is, it's still not as bad as it could be. People are going to fucking get abortions.
No matter what.
Yeah. So make them safe. And by the way, if you're dead set on it, I don't want you to have the kid. Like, what kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'd rather you not put that kid out there of whatever you're going to do to it so that I have to deal with it.
Because you're miserable that you had to have the kid.
Yeah.
Right. I'm with you, Kurt. Women will have abortions no matter what.
But I'm joking about it. That guy was like this, but I do have the same kind of feeling like you're talking about when you heard the heart. Like, for me, I'm like, come on, let's just have the kid, because I feel kind of bad, because I got that Jesus upbringing.
Mm-hmm. How long was she?
She did it within the first 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's fucked up? So the way they did it was she went in and they gave her a shot of this stuff. It's sort of like chemo, like for cancer. It's almost like a chemo thing that stops the growth of the embryo. And then you put morning after pills in her. I had to insert them in her.
A vagina?
Really? Yeah, like, and she brought them home, and I'm like, wait,
you sure you didn't read the directions upside down?
Well, it was fucked up, because I was like, I didn't know I have to commit the murder myself.
Yeah, right?
I thought people handle that for me.
Jesus.
So I just pushed them up there. I guess that was to make me guilty, too.
No, you basically opened her legs and dropped in Zyklon B. That was what you did. The kid's like, I hope this is a shower.
Leave your luggage behind. You will be deloused.
Wow, you had to do it. Basically,
I didn't know they set it up like that. I think
I never heard this before.
Wow, was it hot?
Neither did I. It was no, it was weird, man. It was fucking weird.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
I'm like, let's get it done.
Brian, anything else? Anything else, Brian? I think we're taking it.
No, that's why you guys are the professionals. I guess you can make fun of it. That's cool.
No,
come on.
I can make fun of anything.
Yeah.
You guys are the professionals.
No, I understand what you're saying, but I mean, your heart could be in the like I said, in the right place, and you could still joke about shit. No,
listen, I'm more sensitive than anybody, and that's why I have to joke about it.
I wouldn't say than anybody. I'd say you're more sensitive than some people.
I'm more sensitive, and when he told me about his painted nails, I almost cried.
Because you didn't think of it. Because you didn't think of it.
I wasted my teenage years.
I almost cried out of my dickhead, if you know what I mean.
My dad's crying. He listens to this.
I think that was his nail polish.
Part of it was we're sitting here going, that's fucking brilliant, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking there's some brilliance to that at 13.
Well, there's a lot of creativity there.
Yes. My teacher would say I have potential.
Like a young Spike Jones, maybe.
If you're just tuning in, you might want to listen right when Mark comes in today.
Yeah.
Wow. It was a doozy.
Yeah.
We should take a break. We got Mark Norman in studio and Kurt Metzger, who's doing Race Wars tonight with Sherrod Small.
Yeah, and I'm at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick the Thursday through Saturday.
Oh, cool.
Starting tomorrow.
Starting tomorrow,
okay,
yeah.
Great.
So go to the Stress Factory.
And Jim Norton's at Levity Live this weekend.
Tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and it's an awesome club. And my Contextually Inadequate airs on Netflix tomorrow night as well. So if you haven't seen it yet and you want to, I think it's a good special.
And Mark Norman.
Next week, check me out at Tacoma Comedy Club. And then the week after that, I'm at Stand Up Scottsdale.
All right. You're going to make it to the end here?
Oh, yeah.
Half hour sleep?
If you'll have me.
Yes, of course.
He's an animal.
And Colin Jost is coming in shortly?
Yeah, right.
You don't think he's going to make it?
No way.
Eddie Munster is going to be here.
And Warren Haynes. I don't know if you guys like Warren Haynes, but he's going to perform for us today. Government Mule, did some time with the Allman Brothers. He's
wow.
a lot of time with the Allman Brothers.
I do know who that is, yeah.
He's really great.
He's awesome. He's been doing our show for years, and he comes in and plays for us, which is just
really?
That's great.
He's going to do a couple songs like at 10 o'clock today.
Sweet.
All right, so we'll break here. Stay there.
Why do sales departments...
I've been saying it for years.
Why do you write everything in capital letters? It's impossible to read like this.
It looks like a telegraph from the...
Literally, you know what would stop them from doing it? If you said the next one that comes in all in capital letters is not getting read. That's the only reason.
Starting Monday, that's the deal.
It's impossible to, and I can read. I have good reading skills, but it's impossible. It looks like one long run-on sentence.
I'm going to blame the capital letters on my terrible reading.
Yeah.
It's fucking enraging for a long time.
Horribly. I have no business doing live reads. I'll do slash marks where the sentences are supposed to end because it all just blends together.
It doesn't look right.
I've been at that for years. I gave up on that.
Here's the answer. The next time it comes in like that, fuck yourself. Read it yourself.
Dude, I can read them good, but I always include something the company doesn't want with their Harry's Razors that does our podcast advertise on. I said I had an ISIS amount of beard, and that's why I need Harry's Razors.
It's funny.
Yeah, well, they wrote us a note that said, like, could you please not bring up ISIS with the podcast?
Well, I don't know if that's the company being sensitive.
They don't want to,
They say we don't want to be associated with beheadings.
Yeah, they don't want to.
I don't.
It didn't even occur to me they might not want ISIS mentioned next to their product.
Especially with razors.
Right. With razors.
Yeah. ISIS.
Those razors will cut through anything.
Why doesn't this Hatbox company want me to mention beheadings?
Also, you said you could read good.
Yeah, but some of the companies get it, and they go, yeah, say whatever the fuck you want, because those are the reads people do remember.
Yeah.
They don't mean that. They don't mean that.
Boring reads, no one gives a fuck.
It depends.
It goes right over their head, right through them. They're not listening.
It depends who's working at the thing. If it's like some person's worried about that, you could tell who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
If it's like somebody's like, I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh God, I would just tell you to do whatever the fuck you want with my read.
Colin's 5 minutes late, by the way. Colin Jost 5 minutes late.
Is he coming?
I'm assuming he would be. Why would he blow off a radio appearance?
Hold on, wait. What?
He's not late yet.
He's not late?
No, he's supposed to be here 9:20.
Oh.
Sorry.
I think he's going to make it.
But
wow, if he makes it.
I emailed him about an hour ago and have not heard back from him.
He's probably showering.
Yeah, he's probably getting nice and clean.
Yeah,
I hope he comes in.
There was a party going on last night.
Were there some big celebrities there?
Yeah, well,
What was the
SNL.
party last night?
He did his premiere, and then we all went to the Standard Hotel. Beautiful. Wrap around balcony, the whole nine.
Yeah. Just looking over New York City.
Oh, yeah.
Having a few cocktails.
Big Apple. Did you
Yes.
throw yourself off like a tortured ex-Hasidic girl?
Oh, my God. You see that?
Yeah. What was that?
Oh, she threw herself off one of those fucking...
one of those nice roof bars.
Really?
She's just depressed. She just took a running leap and jumped off the roof while everybody's drinking and having fun.
Wow, she's kind of hot.
Way to ruin everyone else's time.
I know, I kind of like them.
That's a bit selfish, don't you think?
Yeah.
To horrify everyone else as they're having a nice rooftop drink.
Not in that Hasidic shit, man.
Her
That's
Hasidic
fucking
family
awful.
threw her out from breaking from the faith.
Wow.
That's fucking sad, dude.
And then she just, I don't know how long ago.
I always feel bad when I see that thing about these Jewish women that can't get a get, because they want to get divorced. And then a rabbi has to, rough them up, their husband.
Right.
Because you have to have, permission from your husband to get a divorce. And I'm like, here's a solution. Why don't you just leave your dumb fucking religion? How about
it's
that?
so irritating.
Why don't you just take your wig off and just not do it anymore?
Yeah, just leave. Be a big person. And she was tortured by the decision. But if my family was that religious that they excommunicated me from the family, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I was in a fucking doomsday cult, and I was like, oh, you're all going to not talk to me if I fuck pussy? That's all I had to do to never hear from you again? And I was out. Fuck you.
And
Did they hear from you again?
Yeah, where are you at today?
My
with that?
my mom talks to me still, but all my friends I grew up with,
And what about, did you know your father, or?
Oh yeah, no. My dad, they kicked him out later for being an alcoholic. But like all my closest friends I grew up with, most of them I haven't spoken to in like 20 years.
Do you need to talk to them?
Yeah,
no, fuck them. It turns out you can just find new versions of all your friends.
Yes, that's so true.
I just found the new version of all of them.
They keep making them.
Yeah,
it's weird that way.
It's your fucking loss.
This is why her family sucks. This is why this girl's family fucking sucks dick. The tragic woman, 30, posted touching old family photos on Facebook just 6 minutes before she climbed over the ledge of the rooftop bar in the Flatiron District at 6:45 and jumped. It was all family. She missed her family probably.
They're
and being
fucked up.
shitty fucking overly religious zealots, being shitty fucking obsessive zealots. They fucking kicked her out of their lives.
Well, you know what else they do? They
Fucking
make sure
assholes.
you can't read and shit. Like my religion, all of them kind of declaw you a little bit so you can't survive without them. Like that's because you have to stay in. So they want to make sure you're not, like we used to call it being worldly. You can't be worldly. And then that ensures it's hard for you. You know, like those Mormon kids that are in the polygamy cults and then they become drug addicts and shit.
What age did you leave?
Like 20.
Oh, 20. So what weren't you allowed to do up until 20?
Well, like a lot of shit. I mean,
Ye will not paint one hand red.
Imagine if it went down in your house.
They really did tell us like never to masturbate. Like I remember making deals with God. Like
that's Catholic
just
guilt.
One more run, God.
That's old school Catholic guilt.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
that's the first thought that goes in your head. They're like, you can't even think about sex, and so of course you can think about sex, and now you're like, oh fuck, I'm going to hell because I just thought about sex.
A kid I grew up with,
Stupid shit.
super Catholic, super
Yeah.
Catholic kid. He jerked off for the first time, and his brother died the next day. Fucked him up forever.
Really?
Yeah, super Catholic.
Can you imagine if he had painted his nails, how much worse he would have felt?
Yeah, I guess so.
Wow. She said, my family refuses to allow me to have my baby pictures, so finding these pics are cool. She wrote that on Facebook. Her final words, she asked the bartender, which way is the east deck? Because I guess in the Jews, I guess it's a religious direction or whatever. And then she stepped over the ledge, and the bartender ran over and grabbed her hand, but she pulled away and jumped.
Wow.
He tried to save her.
That's
It's a beautiful deck.
Yeah, it really is nice. I'm just thinking, I'm buying outdoor space. Not to make it about me, but that really would be a nice terrace to have a
That
jacuzzi.
shit,
in.
by the way, is all the Hasidics' fucking fault.
100%.
Because they're bullshit.
You know what? In a way, I don't like.
They make it like that on purpose.
I don't like to
do
blame
that.
people, but
You know, by the way, you know that despicable
she was away for years.
circumcision they do with their fucking teeth?
Where they suck the blood off the moils? That's gross.
They've been giving infants herpes, these animals, because they insist. By the way, this is not even in Judaism. This is their dumb sect insists on doing this. Like, the rabbi has to suck a child's dick, basically.
Yeah.
And they can't make it illegal in New York because there's such a heavy voting block. Every fucking mayor punks out to these animals and is like, it's not so bad, but it's harming
They
infants.
suck the blood off the baby's dick. But this is not most Jews. This is that one.
No, it's not most Jews. My girlfriend's Jewish. She used to live in Borough Park, where they call it Fort Surrender.
Oh, I know Borough Park.
Yeah, the police station, they arrested one of these fucking rabbis because he was a dirtbag, and then they all rioted and took over the police station. The police just gave up the station.
What?
So it's called, to this day, Fort Surrender. So my girlfriend, who's Israeli, and, you know, she has, like, blonde hair, she has her hair out. I look Jewish, so they were nice to me. They looked at her like she was like the devil every time she just walked down the block because she doesn't have her hair covered up.
Yeah.
She hates them, and I don't blame her.
So that one, then the moil when they're circumcised, he sucks the blood off, and the babies were getting herpes, and they won't make it illegal to put a baby's dick in your mouth because of religion.
Wow. These are the same people that Israel just had to force to join the army because they're like, no, we're doing our part.
Yeah.
We sit and fucking do this useless rituals and shit all day.
But who came up with the idea that you got to suck the baby's penis? And
God bless whoever that was.
It's a lucky baby.
It's in the name of God.
Let's let Uncle Paul just play devil's
I
advocate.
think there's a little blood down there. Let me get I know he's 7, but he might still have a little blood on him.
You really think that's necessary, Uncle Paul, to do that?
Very necessary. I'm a moil. Let me get in there and suck the blood off. Suck the blood off. I got copper in my mouth. Hold on. Let me check your bottom for blood.
Tastes like a 9-volt.
How did you feel?
But someone had to come up with that, and then and the whole fucking village.
Yeah. So here's what happened.
Went, yeah, all right, we'll start that.
Some
tradition.
fucking pedophile leaned over and sucked a baby's dick, and someone walked in and said, "What are you doing?" And he went, "Get the blood off." And they're like, "Can you do that?" Yeah, it's part of it. God said.
He told me while you were out of the room.
Yes, it's pedophiles pedophile shit.
God, talk to me.
I don't care what your motives are. If you put a baby's dick in your mouth, it's pedophile shit.
Since since 2000, there have been 13 cases of herpes associated with this ritual, including 2 deaths and 2 other babies with brain damage.
So instead of just telling these fucking cocksuckers that you can't do this, you're
Literally
going to
cocksuckers,
you'll be
by the way.
thrown in jail for putting a baby's dick in your mouth. They just won't do it.
How did the tradition start? Can we find out for real? That
Well,
seems
you
like
take the baby in your mouth and
that seems like one they should have.
Jackie Mason.
That seems like one they should have passed on.
Sure, you lean over there, you get the blood out, the baby kicks your teeth.
Uncle Paul, how did you feel about Planned Parenthood selling all those children?
Ah, boy, I showed up with $40. I'm like, can I just get the bottom?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can crunch off the head. Let me just get the bottom. Yeah, that's going deep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We got to get all
You Jew motherfucker, you suck that little bloody dick and I'll kill you. I'm telling you, Ace, you don't suck that little baby's dick.
Why don't we suck baby dicks? Because cholesterol. Oh, I got a smart kid.
Every morning he makes pancakes for that kid. Every morning. I fucked up bad on this one, Frankie. There was a little blood on the dick and I sucked it off. Frankie.
We got Jack the Jew checking in.
Oh, good. Hey, Jack.
He's going to help us out with this.
I hope that's the name he gave himself and you're not just editorializing.
Well, I'm waiting for them to put... All right, here we go. Jack the Jew, welcome.
What's going on?
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Jack.
So, are you helping us out with the penis thing, the baby penis thing?
I mean, listen, I grew up a Jew for a long time, and these people are fucking psychopaths. They, I got a lot of old friends that are Hasidic and Orthodox, and if you ask them why they do certain things, they can't even explain it.
Yeah, they don't know. They're illiterate, a lot of them. They purposely make it so they can't have shit. Like, they don't own their property, so the rabbi controls everything, and then he can just throw you out, male or female. You're just fucked.
Yeah, and the family...
The whole thing's a fucking sham.
It's like so many... Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, regular Jews don't like that shit. I know that for a fact. Like, they find that embarrassing.
And our family is like, when your family rejects you, they're just saying how, like, that's so devastating. But she left on her own will, and as an adult, like, sometimes you got to go, my parents suck. Sorry.
I can't imagine religion coming before family. I can't imagine
That's the
that
whole
ever.
point of Jesus. And Jesus came to put a sword between parents and children.
Can't
He goes,
imagine
I didn't
that,
come to
though.
bring peace. I came to put a sword.
Right.
You're supposed to forsake everything for... This is every fucking religion. God comes first.
Right.
If he says sacrifice your son, you got to do it.
Oh, yeah, Abraham really was a twat.
Yeah.
Abraham was an overrated twat. If you're going to stick a knife in your own kid because you heard a voice, you're really a shitty fucking parent. How is that not pointed out? Abraham was a douche.
Listen, you know what's funny? That's why God went... Because, like, my mother, for example... She didn't talk to me for like 1 month, and then she wasn't going to abandon her kids for any reason. And that's why I was thinking that story. God goes to Abraham because you can't go to your mom with that. That's like a dad thing.
Yeah.
Like your dad will stab you for the Lord.
Yeah.
Your mom's like, I can't.
All right, let's go to a D in Manhattan. I think it's a D.
That's right, we've talked to enough C's. Thank God you're not an N.
What's up, sir?
How you doing, guys? How's it going today?
Well, we're trying to figure out some of this stuff that happens in the Jewish faith.
Yes, I'm an Orthodox Jew. It's actually a big problem with us. We have, for circumcision, we have to actually interview all the different mohos whether they do this crap or not. It's totally against the rules. We're not supposed to do that. It's actually been outlawed in our own little rules for years now because of this exact problem. They're supposed to basically draw blood when they do the circumcision. So they have to be sure that they draw the blood. So they're supposed to just basically show that there's blood there. But some people will actually suck it out for whatever reason.
That's not Orthodox, right? That's the Haredi, or I don't know how you say it, but that's not Orthodox Jews. That's some kind of weird, like, Hasidic thing, right?
No, it's regular circumcision. It's consider them that's just like they're just part of the thing. They do their own stuff.
Yeah.
But any circumcision will have this. It's like you're going to be drawing blood. So the problem is, how do you basically? Are you supposed to just draw it, or do you have to actually suck it out?
Get a cotton ball. I don't get it.
And the kid is just...
they have cotton balls,
I think
right?
Jimmy was telling me, and the kid's just screaming bloody
He's
murder.
wailing.
It's just horrific.
Horror.
Right?
It's a fucking disgusting ritual. Again, I was circumcised, so...
Me too.
It's a disgusting fucking ritual.
It's not my religion, so but I can't imagine sitting there as your kid is screaming bloody murder.
And holding him because it's making God happy.
Calling this guy on the phone saying, "Hi, sir, can you suck my kid's dick while I do my circumcision?" Just ask that question because if not, well, we might do that.
Yeah, these people...
Not gonna do the one.
Literally, they should just be beaten to death.
Wait, so...
Are they showing it right now? Yeah.
Oh, my God. T, we gotta go. We got a video.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
got a video.
We got a video.
Oh, sure, I seen this one.
Oh, man.
Oh, this is good.
Local rabbi accused of infecting babies with herpes. And then we got David from Brooklyn. I think it's the David we know.
Okay.
What, you want to do the video first or the phone call?
Let's do the video real quick.
Okay, because, all right.
This is from a news piece called Cradle of Secrets.
That's the news labeled that.
Stop him.
I'll call Yisrael.
For centuries, when a Jewish baby boy is born, the ancient ritual of circumcision is performed. But in some ultra-Orthodox communities, religious leaders, known as moyals, also engage in something controversial during the bris.
Why is the baby crying?
Practice known as Metzitza Bepay.
Does
or
that
just
rabbi drag his
MVP.
teeth?
The moil actually uses his mouth to suck the blood from the infant's penis after he cuts off the foreskin. Meant to prevent infection
Calms
and
the
serve
baby
as a
right down.
celebration of life. News 12 has learned the little-known practice has turned into a curse for life for some babies involved in our area. And it's all because of a local rabbi who's alleged to have a sexually transmitted disease.
Well,
the rabbis are going to take care of it. They won't let him get away with it.
According to these
We could probably stop it here. Like
You see the problem right there? She goes, the rabbis are going to take care of it. They won't. They always want to keep it in-house.
Wow.
And never have an outsider come in. That's the number one. And that's why all these fucking pedophiles are in there. Is because they always want... By the way, Jehovah's Witnesses, the largest settlement for someone getting molested in history in America is against Jehovah's Witnesses, not the Catholic Church. And the reason is because the official policy that all these fuckers have or had is if something happens, you go to the elders first, not the fucking police.
Right.
They all get to do that.
And then the elders figure it out, and usually they just transfer you to somewhere else.
Call the fucking cops.
Our guest is here.
Yes,
Should we
bring him in.
Yeah, bring him in.
He made it.
I can't believe he made it.
I can't
I'm
believe
impressed.
it.
I am really impressed.
Sucking baby dicks.
Yes, what a thing to walk into.
You have no idea what you're walking into, sir.
Jost.
Just in time, Colin.
Colin Jost.
Yeah.
How's it going, man?
Good.
We're on the air. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
What's up, Colin?
What's up? Just get your pants unzipped, and we're going to finish watching this video.
Yeah.
Hey, but how are you, buddy?
Just so you know, we just catch you up where you are. We didn't think Mark said you probably weren't going to make it into
I didn't think you'd make it.
He's here ahead of me.
He saw you at 4 in the morning, and it looked like you weren't going home anytime soon, and you were having a good time. He's like, "There's no way he's showing up."
Yeah, I'm very grateful to be alive. Really nice to be here. It feels great. Yeah.
Are you tired?
I'm impressed.
Yeah, but
It was a hell of a premiere, I'm hearing.
It was fun.
And the after party was wonderful.
Beautiful. Some lady jumped right off the deck.
So when you know you're at a good party.
Yeah. At least one jumper.
We're talking about we're talking about the circumcision, the moyals that
suck baby penises.
Yeah,
let's
cool.
get right into it.
Oh,
here.
then I would have been talking about this anyway, even if I weren't here. This is great to walk
Can
in.
you imagine what Planned Parenthood could make selling baby penises?
Oh.
Ultra Orthodox.
I don't get it. Let's go to David in Brooklyn.
A shrimp cocktail of baby dicks.
We're just finishing. We're just finishing up on this topic.
There's no cocktail sauce.
No. You're just trying to wrap up the combo of seafood and baby penis.
Then we'll move on to something even hotter.
Wrap up
than this,
line.
Good luck. David in Brooklyn, go ahead.
Hey, Opie, how are you?
Oh, it's a different David in Brooklyn. How are you, bud?
Different David. Sorry about that.
Okay,
Hi, David.
I was just going to say that if you're talking about pretty much every child in Borough Park, which has the highest birth rate in the nation, by the way.
Wow.
But pretty much every child in Borough Park, every boy at least, goes through circumcision. And you mentioned that there were about 13 of them in the past, I don't know, years who got the herpes, so it's not that many.
But dude, that's still.
Why even have a little bit of a risk at all ever?
Yeah, you're really spinning it, dude.
Just to suck a baby dick. I mean, they must be delicious.
I know.
Are you for or against sucking baby dick?
Well, I have no idea why they do that or how many people actually go through the process. I just wanted to mention the numbers. It's
Okay. He didn't say no.
Well, I would go.
He's just a statistician. That's all he cares about.
I would venture to say if it happened one time, we probably should stop doing that.
Yeah.
If it's just one time you killed a baby from it.
Hey, how do you know the baby didn't give it to him? I mean,
that's a good point.
It just seems creepy.
They grow up so fast.
Those Borough Park Jews are the worst. I used to have to go there to pay rent, and I would always get lost. And I
saw you're an alcoholic, Mark.
Well,
Don't blame the Jews.
But I saw a guy coming out of it. I saw a guy. I was lost. I couldn't find 14th Street. I saw a guy coming out of his house. I go, "Hey, which way is 14th Street?" He looks me up and down. He goes, "I don't know." I walked a block and it was 14th Street.
You should have let him suck your little dick.
I know. It wasn't bleeding, unfortunately. Those guys are the worst. I used to live in Crown Heights. It was half black on one side and Jewish on the other.
I got to give it to because I had this not ultra Orthodox, but just Orthodox Jew landlord. He had the yarmulke and the tassel, and I got to say he was a pretty good landlord considering what a deadbeat I was. Like we all lived in Williamsburg, 5 of us, and got to pay our rent individually.
Oh wow!
On this one apartment, so I was the deadbeat of the fucking house.
You're describing it like a treat.
Yeah,
we all got to pay our rent individually.
Yeah.
How else would you do it?
Dealer's choice. We got to fucking, but he never raised the rent on us, and even though it's a hip area, like I'm not. I don't want to like. I've had like Orthodox Jew landlords be like overly fair to me.
Sure.
Yeah. So I won't lay it all on.
But now let's hear Mark's take.
Oh boy,
because
Mark
Kurt has showed us the good Jews.
Yeah, that was the kind-hearted take.
I was about to say something about Crown Heights.
Yes, that was kind-hearted. But
I think. Well, these guys were vicious. Like it was Eastern Parkway went down the middle. It was all Caribbean black on one side and all Hasidic Jew on the other. They had the police station. They had a hospital. It was crazy. And I would be drunk at like 5 a.m, stumbling home, and they would pull up in a minivan and be like, "What are you doing, man? You're on the wrong side." I was like, "I'm not Jewish," and they would just slide that door closed and peel off.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Oh, they would tell you on the wrong side of the block.
Yeah, like they thought I was Jewish. They were trying to help me.
Well, that whole Yankel Rosenbaum thing, probably, that was.
The riots.
The riots.
Yeah, that's right.
I forget what his name was. Lemrick Nelson, I think, was the guy who killed him.
I think it was.
Was Yankel Rosenbaum the one that ran that kid down because they suck at driving?
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Shitty ass drivers.
Yeah.
So they ran that kid down.
And they rioted and beaten to death or something.
Well, I'm glad it got to a darker place since I've been here. That's I was worried it was going to get too light.
But did he kill? I don't know if Yankel ran him down or if he was just involved in the riots.
Oh, was he just? I remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm saying the name Lemrick Nelson because I remember from the news years ago. I'm not 100% if he went to jail for that or didn't.
Huh?
No, it wasn't him who ran him over. He just
well, you know what? We all can agree Yankel's a beautiful name.
It is,
yeah.
Yankel.
Anything else, David?
No, that's it. Have a good one.
All right, David.
Thank you.
And with that, it's Colin Jost in the studio here.
What's your movie about?
Yeah, we should get that out before we go back to some of this dark shit.
Yeah, but there's more dark
It's mostly about that stuff. Yeah, it covers it. It covers all that. Staten Island Summer. It's about Staten Island. It's about lifeguards. I grew up on Staten Island, and I lifeguarded for. I swam kind of. It's all the only activity I did as a kid, and so I did that, and I lifeguarded. So it's about a bunch of lifeguards their last summer before they go away to college, like all a group of friends, kind of. Like their last week.
How much sex did you get as a lifeguard?
I had 0. I was a very nerdy lifeguard. I was reading like economics books and stuff in the lifeguard chair. It was rough for me.
Wow.
And people, as dudes, were just like doing push-ups and stuff, and girls were like drooling and being like, "Oh, definitely him. Can I make my selection in advance? Him, not you."
Did you save any lives?
No, no one's ever.
Black Lives Matter, Colin.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. There was no option on Staten Island of saving a black life in my swim. There was not an option. I think it was really like 100% white.
Oh wow!
The swim club I was at.
All right, so when did you leave Utopia?
See, that's not my voice.
Everyone, Colin was nodding and clapping.
Yes, he's looking into the other room and he's making the can't be involved with it. But no, you never had to save anybody. You just
No, I never had to save anyone. I don't think I saw anyone saved in the entire time I was a lifeguard. I think it was good. There was 0 lives guarded.
Okay.
So
Well, it sounds like you're doing a great job, is what it sounds like.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Promoted safety.
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect record.
There's always that myth that lifeguards fuck and get laid all the time, and you're just drowning in pussy.
And solve mysteries at night.
There were no, that's
Baywatch Nights.
Baywatch Nights. You're talking about Baywatch Nights.
That's when it really heats
People
up.
did. I mean, people did. It just wasn't. I wasn't there yet in my life. That was what I aspired to get to. I just didn't get there yet.
I think the beach lifeguards, they get laid, but the pool guys.
Oh, that's what I'm
Pool
thinking
guys,
of.
Well, pool guys had no skills or physique. Beach guys were up at 4 a.m. running, kayaking.
Well, they would have their competitions
drills.
too.
Yeah,
You're using a skimmer to get a turd out of the pool.
at best. That's a great day. That's a historically great day.
There's absolutely a big drop off.
Yeah,
between the two.
Yeah, the beach probably has more action.
There's quite the cast in your movie there, Colin.
Who's in it?
It's pretty awesome.
Jim Gaffigan, I see.
From our show,
Moynihan's in
Bobby
there.
Moynihan.
For the movie,
strong.
not the.
It's also
Armisen.
Fred Armisen, Will Forte,
Gina Gershon. Jesus.
Oh, she was so hot last night.
Method Man. She is still.
She was
fucking
there.
hot.
Amazing.
Right?
She looked incredible.
I love Method Man too.
Method Man, fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
He was just. Also, it's on Staten Island, which he still lives on. So you're like, and by the way, he's like, why would I ever move? You can just be here. I get pulled over. People are like, "Oh, what's up, man? How's it going?" Yeah, get. He's like, "It's the. Why would I ever move anywhere else?"
What's the Wu-Tang name for Staten Island? I don't remember.
Shaolin.
It's Shaolin. Yeah.
I mean, originally,
Shaolin.
people call it the Rock.
Oh,
I don't know.
I've been on Staten Island
Those are
years.
tough people.
Like years.
I don't know.
They're building the world's largest Ferris wheel on Staten Island, bigger than the London Eye.
Fuck you, England.
So I have a feeling you'll get there.
They really want people to finally see what Staten Island's all about. I don't know anything about Staten Island.
It's like everyone. I feel like it has this weird reputation. It's such a nice place. Like when you go there,
I have great shows. I do there's like bars there, and the crowds are great. They're not.
Crowds are great.
Yeah.
It's like you still know you still know all these different families that are there from forever. It's just nice, and there's like houses. There's like land. There, it's super crowded.
Wait,
it's nice.
The Ferris wheel's going to be 60 stories. Is that pot? 630 feet?
Oh, that'll look good in the skyline. It'll almost be as high as the dump.
The people one row in on Staten Island are really excited.
That's something new to jump off, you Jews.
Oh my God!
Holy fuck! Right down near the water there.
Call back from
the story.
That is really
Mark.
There's I think her name's Tracy Esposito. This comic shares a story about her. Her parents getting a clown in Staten Island, and they sent a black
clown.
Yeah, like a party clown.
That's terrifying.
They sent
John Wayne something.
Do people individually get clowns?
So the clown was black, right? And so their family's calling up the clown service. They're like, "Yeah, listen, you got a normal clown?" I kept saying, like, a normal clown.
They want a black clown?
Yeah, they didn't want. I mean, come on.
They were like, "No, there's no normal clowns. Not a single clown."
They knew, of course, exactly what it meant.
Yeah,
and they just refused to.
Yeah, to take the clown you're given.
I didn't know there were clown services available in Staten Island. That's exciting.
Why wouldn't there? There's clown
they're
services
everywhere.
Colin, there's clowns
Why
everywhere.
would there be?
We need them everywhere, Colin. Every borough should have a clown.
Children are always having their birthdays. Right, Uncle Paul?
Yeah, they are.
That's the creepiest way of saying
Put
that.
the red nose on there. So 60 stories are you going to go on? I would never go on a 600-foot fucking Ferris wheel.
I think it takes like half an hour too. So you're just there.
So
You
now
can't
you're
get off.
bored.
You're just stuck for.
I'll bet Uncle Paul could take a date on that Ferris wheel.
Sure
Have plenty of
could.
time.
And I'll bet you the delay on that won't be as bad as the West Shore Expressway. Take us out.
I think this is going to be like the Vegas one. We had that guy in here that engineered this shit.
And we never went.
You'll throw, I guess they'll have parties and stuff. They're little pods. And you could go around and around.
Oh, is that the biggest one? That's bigger than in
Well, this is
London?
going to be the biggest one ever.
No, but I mean the Vegas one right now is the biggest.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's bigger than London. I didn't know
I
that.
think.
How high is it?
I haven't brushed up on my
190
first wheel
meter.
material.
Why would you make a huge Ferris? Like, of all the rides to, like, go all out on, why a fucking Ferris?
Yeah, no,
Who
how about a
gives
teacup?
shit?
It's become the
I'd
thing
rather
because
ride a teacup.
tilt-a-whirl.
Because they're now pods and you can party in there.
Yeah.
And you can get booze and you can get like a waiter or a bartender in there.
Really?
Yeah, that's.
You gonna have a waiter come to you?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm up here.
I know. So
Wow.
good for
Do
Staten
they have little
Island.
bathrooms on them in the pods?
That's a good question.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
If you fuck on
That's
that,
gotta
what's
be
the club of
That's
that?
got to be a situation every day, right?
Yeah,
That
you
someone
gotta
does
go to the
not
bathroom.
time it well. They get like a quarter up, and they're like, "Oh, this is gonna be bad."
Yeah, all of a sudden you get that gurgle in your stomach, and you're like, "Oh no,
I'm gonna take the highest dump in the world."
Yeah, why would I have a cappuccino at 7 a.m.? Bad news. Bad news.
A kale smoothie.
They give out kale smoothies at the bottom, and then just laugh at you at the top.
But yeah, you can do weddings and stuff on them. You can have receptions and stuff. So you figure there's got to be like a place to.
But as soon as you get to the top, and then you got to wait all that time to get down, that's when you're like, "Oh, this was a stupid idea."
But they go so slow.
Every time I go on one, I'm like, "Why on earth did I?"
How many times have you?
Every time, every week with this.
Yeah,
I need to be alone with a baby dick.
Niagara Falls has one. I did that, and then never again. Whatever.
I heard that
place.
Oh, I did the one at Niagara Falls.
Yeah,
too.
good way to see the falls, and then you're like, "All right, I'm done with this.
Niagara
Let's go do
Falls.
something else."
It's like a fine way to see it. It's not like a particularly good way. You're just
It's
like, all right.
It's just another way.
Fire.
Because you go up to and you see the falls, and you realize after 2 hours, who gives a fuck? So you figure out other ways to see the falls because you already booked the room for 3 days.
Right.
So,
Did you do the boat that takes you right
that
in?
was cool.
Maid of the Mist.
The Maid of the
That's what
Mist.
she's called.
Is that the barrel lady?
No, Maid of the Mist is the name of the boat.
Oh.
Maid of the Mist is
yes,
called.
Yes, the barrel lady is Chaz Bono.
Did you do the walk behind the falls?
No, I didn't.
See, next time you got to try that.
I think it was like 30 degrees when I was there. So
okay. You're in caves and stuff, and then, oh, wow, the falls. We're behind it now.
Yeah.
Does it freeze in 30 degrees? Does it actually stop or no? It still keeps going, right?
I don't
The
think
coolest part, when I
don't think it
when
ever
I went to
freezes.
school in Geneseo, we would do road trips drunk, by the way, Mark.
Hey.
And see the falls in the middle of winter when it would freeze over. That is quite a sight.
that's fun.
It freezes over.
Oh, I
yes.
didn't know that.
Absolutely. This picture's online, so you don't have to fucking do that. Save you some time.
There's pictures of every major site. People all take photos. Like when they don't take photos of themselves in it, it's just like full photos exist in great.
There it is.
Best version already online.
There it is.
People are taking still photos.
How are you going to take a better picture than what's online?
Yeah.
Google Images for Niagara Falls frozen over.
Wow, that is kind of cool. I wonder if you're allowed to walk around.
That was
down
kind
there.
of cool to see.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They should let you walk.
Well, the guys climb, do some ice climbing. Yeah.
That'd be fun to pee on and let it melt.
Yeah, exactly. While they're ice climbing.
Yeah.
You hope that you fucking just get the ledge to fall off, collapse to their deaths.
It's like that ice in the trough at Shea Stadium. You just get to feel like a superhero.
That's a great modern reference.
Yes.
Oh, the ice in the trough at Shea Stadium.
I haven't been in a while.
All around. I haven't really watched baseball in a while.
Yeah, it's like when you
been
wear
a
a
while.
suit and tie to Yankee Stadium.
When you run into Howard Johnson at the
Some old Jewish
trough.
guy brought me. I don't remember.
This guy works for the company that built the wheel in Vegas. Do we care?
Yes, I would love to hear more about it. I can never get enough talk about this.
wheel? All right, let's go to Brady in Colorado. Brady.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hello. Good morning.
So, the wheel in Vegas is actually the largest one in the world right now. It's called the High Roller.
Clever.
Clever.
The one time it makes sense. Great.
A half an hour rotation.
We had the
Put
guy-
a bar in there, too, if you want.
Yeah, we had the guy in. He was cool.
Are there any bathrooms or no?
He told Jimmy and I
No, sir.
that we could go and do it.
How big is the pod?
It's pretty big.
They're very, very big. They're huge.
You get what, 15 people in there?
15 very comfortably.
Wow. Even more than 15.
Very comfortably.
So that,
Full beds, all of them.
Yeah.
someone came up with the idea, and now they're doing it everywhere.
How long of a wraparound? How long does it take to go around once?
Half hour-ish?
Half an hour.
And it's only one time around for your price?
I would imagine you could squeeze in an extra half hour for more money.
Yeah, what is
Why
that?
would you do that?
What does that run you each rotation?
I'm not sure. I've never done it.
Ah, you only invented it.
Yeah.
But you work for the company. Didn't you get like a fact sheet?
No, sir.
What do you do for the company?
This guy's up to something.
I build the electrical components.
Oh, all right. Okay.
That's good to not know anything about it, building the electrical.
Yeah, it's reassuring.
Yeah, he's the PR guy. What happened? What goes in a circle? Thank you.
Are these frayed
like when-
wires dangerous? No, sir.
Shouldn't be. It's like when United's like, our computers don't work anymore for airplanes. But yeah, get on this other larger computer that flies in the sky. Get on there.
It's amazing how awful they are.
Or how about
And they have nothing. I showed at the airport. They were just like, "Hey, no flights today."
Oh, you were there that
thanks,
day.
But thanks for trying. Like, thanks for coming.
And they apologize you for any inconvenience. What, like
Yeah.
meaning I can't travel for work like I'm supposed to?
Right.
And then you get on the plane as soon as they fix that issue. Well, that seems a little crazy.
yeah.
right?
Yeah, you're like, okay, everything good now?
Now everything seems to be good, really?
Yeah, I think we think so. We did we did Control Alt Delete.
Right.
It's all fine. Everything works.
That's kind of creepy. Anyway.
The high road.
What do you guys think of Trump?
I love. I'm like so happy he's doing it. I feel like no one else is talking about the things he's talking about.
Right.
Everyone else is afraid. Everyone else is like reserved. Won't make any like missteps. And he's like the id, like whatever for so much of America. It's just like, hey, let's talk about this stuff. No one's addressing this. Let's do it. Let's get into it.
And then in the middle, he says shitty things. How could you not like this guy?
Yeah, he gives out people's phone numbers. I mean, it's the best. Everyone had Lindsey Graham's phone number already.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I was watching, I think it was CNN, and they're like, yeah, pretty much all of us had the number so we could get a hold of the guy.
What was that speech he gave where he said, thanks, man, where he said America's never beaten Japan at anything? Do you remember that?
He's forgetting one critical thing.
Going out of your way to be wrong.
Yeah, like, nothing.
I dare you to find a historical event.
He's so
They're
pompous.
killing us out there.
Yes, they make better cars. Well, we made them a parking lot. Understandable.
He just saw Gung Ho.
They're flying. They're kamikazing into our ships. Get a hold of yourself. You're panicking.
But then think about what happened after.
So I guess what happened, Lindsey Graham calls Trump a jackass for the McCain comments, which were pretty amazing as well. We didn't agree with those comments.
They were annoying.
No, we thought it was kind of a dick move in that he already had John McCain and didn't have to go down that.
Yeah, and someone tried to tell Trump he's a war hero, Captain, and he still punched him in the jaw. All right.
So then, because Lindsey Graham called Donald a jackass, then Donald Trump gave out his number.
It's such an awesome move.
That is cool.
It really is like it's just the worst for your life.
Yeah.
Well, we have the number, but
hello, Lindsey.
What do we say to him?
Why did Lindsey give Donald his phone number anyway? By the way,
because I got it from someone else.
Yeah, because it was just a known thing. Everyone had the fucking number. It wasn't that much of a private number, right?
We should just text her, you up?
Yeah.
Hold on. Did you just say her?
Oh, sorry.
Apparently, Lindsey Graham wanted Donald Trump to talk him up on Fox News. He was asking for favors, so he gave him his phone number, and then Trump holds up the number saying, see, I have it right here. I wonder if it's the same number.
And it has been disconnected, according to Travis. So
Why?
We can't call him anyway.
Oh.
The whole country probably called.
Why would you got to keep it.
Absolutely. Hello, you suck. All right. Back to you. What's your name?
Okay, thanks.
You know who kind of looks like Lindsey Graham a little bit? Brian Tucker, the writer.
The writer for,
he's got a touch of Lindsey Graham to his face.
Touch of Graham.
Yeah.
You want to hear some of this Donald Trump bashing Lindsey Graham?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how this goes. Do I?
People said that was tough, but today I got called a jackass by this guy. And then I said to myself, hey, didn't this guy call me like 4 years ago? Yes. He called me 4 years ago, 4 years ago. Lindsey Graham. I didn't even know who he was. He goes, Mr. Trump, this is Senator Lindsey Graham. I wonder if it would be possible for you to call Fox. Because, until I ran, I had that little thing which I do just for fun. Fox and Friends are so great. Brian and Steve and Elizabeth. They're great people, right? Oh. They're great.
Training.
And he wanted to know whether or not I could give him a good reference on Fox and Friends, okay? He wanted to know. Would I do that? And then, of course, you want to know whether or not he could come and see me for some campaign contributions. And, I give to everybody. People say, oh, you gave to the Democrats. Well, of course I do, because I'm intelligent. You gave to the Republicans. You gave to Hillary. You gave here. Of course I do. When I want something, I get it. I was a businessman until a few months ago.
I'm voting for him.
When I want something, I give it. And that's part of the problem with our system. Until a couple of months ago, I could have anything, believe me. If a Republican wants,
that's what's wrong with our system. That I no longer can get what I want.
No, he's saying what's wrong with the system is that he could.
Oh,
like basically, I could get whatever I wanted for some money.
Yeah. Dude, how would you like to see him versus Vladimir Putin?
Amazing.
As much as I was for Obama, he was no match for Putin on any level.
He's going to get that Super Bowl ring back.
Yeah,
from Putin.
It's true.
I guarantee it.
It's true.
And we said Putin is their version of Donald Trump. Right?
Yeah,
it
totally is. It really is.
Donald Trump's got to take his fucking shirt off.
Here's the difference. He's
got to do it.
Trump's polls are going to dive.
He's got a tramp stamp.
Trump did a reality show. Fucking Putin was in the KGB. You got to go with Putin. He's a fucking
yeah. He rides a horse, no saddle.
Trump's never tortured anybody when he wasn't talking to them.
They're kind of the same guy.
They're not going to battle that way. It's going to be like, like people don't like Reagan, but when he went to the Soviet Union, he was a savvy fucking dude. So, he did that thing where he showed up and didn't wear his coat. So Brezhnev or whoever is coming out in his long coat, and Reagan just looks all energetic.
Yeah.
And he was all conscious of those. I bet Trump knows that kind of shit.
Absolutely.
Or he'll do something crazy at least, you know?
He's doing all right, and he's not going away anytime soon. Let's go back to the clip here.
Yes. If a Republican wants, if a Democrat, I give. When I need something, I call. Hey, Mr. Trump, sir, how are you? What can I do for you? Said nothing really. Be at my wedding, make sure, please. Okay? Or whatever I want.
Which wedding?
Part of the problem we have. See, with me, I don't need anybody money. Nobody has to give to me. People are sending me money anyway. I said, you don't have to bother, please. Don't bother. Don't give me any. I don't need money. I'm doing it myself. So when people come up to me and they say, Mr. Trump, I'd like you to do this, which is good for him but bad for the country, I'll say, I'm sorry, I can't do it, folks. I'm not doing it. I'm only doing the right thing.
It's killing.
So Lindsey Graham says to me, please, whatever you can do. You know what I'm saying to myself, what's this guy, a beggar? It's like begging me to help him with Fox. So I say, okay, and I'll mention your name. He said, could you mention my name? I said, yes, I'll mention. And he gave me his number, and I found the card. I wrote the number down. I don't know if it's the right number. Let's try it.
Why is it beeped out?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's, it's 3-4 years ago, so maybe it's an old number.
Lindsey Graham was traveling in Europe, so it kept
I don't know. Give it a shot.
8675309.
Wait, hold on.
We're not allowed to play that?
He won't fix anything, but at least he'll talk.
We're allowed to play it.
No, we're not. You said we're not allowed to play
This
it.
morning we weren't allowed to play it.
It's a dead number anyway.
Was it given out on the news or no?
It wasn't. It was given out. It was given out live during the during his press conference. We didn't know if the news had it. We didn't know if it was dead yet when the show was
But it was given out during a press conference.
live, but no one knew it was going to happen.
But he gave it out live on a press conference and we can't play it? Like, it's so silly.
Yeah.
Not that it matters, but it's
Yeah,
just
it's
like...
a dead number.
We weren't
now.
really sure what to do with it, to be honest with you.
okay.
So, I mean, if you want, we could certainly just play it.
No. I just like, I don't think it would happen.
Yeah, we weren't really sure, and then now that it's disconnected, it doesn't matter in the least, but just a decision we were toying with, so...
I like that he's like burning Lindsey Graham. He's like, what are you, poor? Like a poor person who needs money?
I just love it. I just love that this is happening.
Dude, he could be another fucking Reagan. Dude, everybody thought Reagan was a
But you really think he's
joke when he ran, and then later, 2 terms later, it's like, oh my god, that guy was president.
But there was a certain dignity he carried. Trump kind of just spits out too many. Reagan was a little more meaty. He was a governor of California.
I think we're dumber and fucking more geared towards that now than we were.
Reagan was more polished as far as the political process goes. But
he was grandfatherly. People trusted him. They felt safe with him.
Do you really think he's got a shot at winning this?
Oh, he's dead now.
the thing with Trump, we're trying to figure out how this ends. Like, how does this end? When does he tap out?
I mean, who doesn't want to see him go against Hillary? It would be
but they're saying this is going to make it so easy for Hillary to...
I don't know about that, man.
I don't know, man. I think that's like what they say, but just like, look, she's unlikable. Like, that's who I would have voted for.
Stinks.
Yeah, she's so unlikable.
Because you don't know what the fuck she's thinking. She has a horrible personality.
And she has a shot of winning because that's how bad the Republicans suck, that she has a real shot of winning. But now this new guy, Trump, like, that people kind of like him. Like, I don't know, man. I think he maybe does have a shot.
And the rest of the GOP, they don't know what the fuck to do with this guy.
Ted Cruz was my last hot pick because I was like, this guy is like just awful enough that I could see him like really taking it. But I bet Trump beats him by a mile.
You know, because Hillary doesn't seem like there's no personality there. She seems completely, and she might be a very nice lady, but she seems publicly very, very wooden and detached.
Yeah,
and
extremely detached.
Like just a wooden, like no conviction with anything
How do you
she
have
says.
no personality when you're married to Bill Clinton?
Right.
Well, that's probably why.
So much personality.
You cry it out.
I don't know, but I'm like, I would rather, like, I wish she were president only because I'm like, I don't care about as long as
Exactly.
they're good and they're smart. To me, she just knows how stuff works.
I'll bet she would have got
You know what I mean?
like full-on
I think
healthcare
she would
if
just
she'd
get
been,
stuff done, and because she knows everyone, she knows everything. That's what I always feel like. You just want the person that knows how stuff works, because they'll do things. Otherwise, I mean, if they're awesome and they can be out there and do shows and be fun, that's a different part of things.
I don't
but
give
not-
a fuck about the presidency.
No, I don't either.
She would have been better
I just
than
don't
Obama,
believe.
I think.
I don't believe one guy could make that much change anymore.
Yeah.
I
Well,
just
you
don't
have,
see
you haven't
it.
met Donald Trump, my friend.
Absolutely. He made that
doesn't
rink
know
work.
anyone.
Been hearing that.
At least
Remember that rink?
At least
He gets the rink to run on time.
Exactly. That's exactly the same as the Jews and the Palestinians.
At least he'll entertain.
He'll get a
us.
second Ferris wheel, guaranteed.
Yes, right there in between the two in Gaza. You know.
Yeah.
I have another clip that we might want to play. The fitness instructor bashing fat acceptance.
Yeah, I want to hear.
You
who
do,
is it?
right,
Yeah,
Kurt?
who is it? Who is it?
Calls overweight people repulsive in viral video.
Oh, please.
Okay.
Want to start with it at least?
The drill. He's the drill sergeant.
And then we got Warren Haynes coming in a little bit to perform for us.
Oh, this guy.
This guy's terrifying.
So people kept asking if this was me, and I'm like, I don't have tattoos. Boo! Horrible joke.
Looks like
give it a
Colin's old
chance,
lifeguard
though.
buddy.
Yeah, no, it looks like fucking.
It's like Chris DiStefano.
No, it looks like Pete. Like if he wasn't all skinny. No, all right.
All right, let's start with this.
That was a no from Mark Norman. That
I'll put this video out there real quick. Look, scientific studies have shown that it is not healthy to be overweight. There's nothing good about it. All right? It puts you at risk for heart disease, diabetes, and all kinds of just, health-related issues down the line as you get older. Joint repair, things of that, have to get knee replacement surgery, gastric bypass, all these things are a direct reflection of poor eating habits and poor choices in life. So look, to the overweight people, no, I'm not going to accept you for who you are with that bullshit excuse of you should love me because I'm beautiful. Your personality might be beautiful.
Hold on. He goes, poor choices in life with 5 of the worst tattoos. I'm on board, but let's not cast stones.
And he really wants
In a full glass house.
And he really wants to rub it in by doing this with his shirt off to really make it hurt.
Was he a real drill sergeant?
I mean, he's just making good choices with his eating, not with his.
Looks like he has steroid pimples.
He looks like a psychopath too.
Yeah, he does.
Where's he
looks like
from?
a Chelsea muscle boy is what he looks like.
Yeah.
He's an Army vet.
Let's go back to
Hear him out, guys. He's a nice guy.
But your body is not. It is not okay to be overweight. Yes, I will attack society's bullshit view
I'm beautiful.
of saying we should accept everybody for who they are. They're absolutely right. We should. But when I sit there and I look at somebody that's overweight, no, I find that utterly repulsive and disgusting. Because it shows a lack of self-discipline. Now, there are certain situations when you deal with a thyroid problem.
Be great to zoom out. He's wearing panties.
nail polish on the left hand.
It's just fully the dad from American Beauty. It's just like,
Colin, you missed a hell of a story about 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Your friend Mark Norman had a tale to tell today. Wow.
Of?
I'll tell you later.
Okay, great. Can't wait.
Yes. I'll show you later. I'll show you the tape.
And if you're tuning in, make sure you listen to Mark Norman when he first entered the studio.
It's a real cock story.
Oh my God! A child's imagination before pornography is so amazing.
Oh yeah,
yes.
You know, porn just ruins your jerk off imagination.
It really does.
He was in a world of wonder with his own hands.
A world
That's
of
right.
wonder is right.
A world of whimsy.
Wow, can't wait for this.
Let's go back to this guy.
Just like that. But for most people, they try and come up with some bullshit excuse as to why they can be the way they are. Because of sheer fucking laziness. That is the cold truth of it. And no one wants to accept it. We should accept everybody. You go right the fuck ahead. You go right ahead and help those people out and support that unhealthy lifestyle and be an enabler. And watch them eat themselves into an early grave. Or you can look at them and say, look, if you need help, come to me. I'm sitting here offering you my services, telling you how to eat right, how to exercise, and get yourself in a healthy body, and not have to deal with these bullshit issues down the line. But people want to make some kind of justification as to why they can be like that. And it's just sheer laziness. And the worst part of it all is this. Half of you people, when I see walk into a restaurant, because I'll be out there and sometimes I'll take Ashley and I out to eat, and we'll go get something. Every now and then just to shock the body.
She's like, mention me. Make sure you mention me.
But I'll sit there and I'll watch somebody overweight come in that restaurant. And you know what I'm looking for right behind them? The children that are exactly the same way. Direct reflections of those people because they can't teach them right. Because they're too lazy to go out there and cook a fucking healthy meal.
Dude, he has hasn't been wrong about one single thing.
I think he's going to win the Republican nomination. I'm on board now. I changed my vote.
Who's this new Trump coming out? Remember on your show we were going to have Which Is It? That segment on your Vice show, Jim?
Yeah.
Remember that was the thing. It's like, first of all, they're like, America's too fat, right? And then in the same breath, don't fat shame me.
Right.
So which fucking is it? Are we too fat or not too fat? How does that work?
We're too fat.
That was very Shakespearean of you.
That's why we didn't do that sketch, by the way. It was too fucking...
Too Shakespearean.
Let's go back to this guy. He's killing.
He's
This
awesome.
bullshit excuse as to, I just can't do... Motherfucker, that's bullshit. You fucking know. That is bullshit. And you're trying to fucking pass that excuse off because you're just simply fucking lazy. And it requires some effort on your part to get up there and take an active role in your children's life. That's what's called being a parent. That's what's called looking out for them and being fucking responsible. But instead, you're going to feed them shit. Garbage after garbage after garbage. And then you're going to wonder why your children are getting made fun of in school. Yeah, that's a fact of life, people. Bullying is out there. There are bullies out there. And who do they go for first? The overweight kids. Why? That's just how life is.
I can't explain it. I don't know.
He's 100% right. These fucking shit parents fattening their kids up. It's like not the kid's fault. And that's what happens. They go to school and they get picked on while these fat fucks sit at home.
He's so angry, he clearly just walked in on his wife with a fat guy.
Without a doubt. Without it. Or stepped on his foot on a plane. It's fucking...
Do you watch My 600-Pound Life ever?
Yes. Well, I can't get through it without I literally start I harm myself.
It pisses us all off because the
you realize
enablers
how
mostly.
fucking annoying. Well, there's one woman I felt bad for because she was trying to make an effort and her husband wanted to keep. It's one of those. He's afraid
the husband's
leave.
Yeah, don't leave me.
So he's trying to hold her back. She got a divorce because he was making it that hard. But the rest of them are like they're just junkies. Like they're fucking just lying junkies. Like, well, I can have tacos, right?
Yeah.
It's like the doctor's sick of them. He's like, no, you can't have any of that. Look at this. Look at this fat.
We're not making progress. They won't get out of bed. I'm still hurting
from the surgery.
That's when you realize how full of shit they are.
It's been 2 months though.
And then they're just sitting there
I
on the
know.
bed.
I need another week.
If she gets, and then the whole family's afraid of their fat rage.
The enablers, though, because they can't get out of bed to cook their own shitty food, and then you see the husband cooking up some fried dish for her.
Yeah. Here's how you handle that. This is all you're getting, piggy. That's all you're getting. But yell all you want. And it's an addiction. It's hard, but too bad.
I'd fix him like the end of The Fly Part 2, where you just keep him in a cage
Part 2
with a little bowl of slop.
What did he say? Part 2?
Yeah, The Fly Part 2.
Who was in that?
Like Act 2?
It was Eric Stoltz.
Oh, yeah, and Joe Pesci. That's right. You ever land on my shit again, you shit motherfucker, I'll kill you. I'll bury you in this pile of shit, Ace.
No, Eric Stoltz cured himself. He took the boss of the corporation through the teleporter.
Okay.
And the guy came out like a worm.
Joe Pesci is a fly. Nice.
Yeah, I know. I'm running into the ground. I'm not even reading Twitter, but I know I'm running into the ground, my friends. It'll be done by tomorrow.
How would Joe Pesci fix a fat person?
I don't know. I wouldn't ever make fun of fat people that way.
But Joey, I meant.
Let's go back to
He'd probably walk one down the step. Remember Sharon Stone? They throw her out and she falls. Careful.
Okay.
Get home safe. I fucked up bad with this fat girl, Frankie.
Careful.
Careful.
That is I like that better than Goodfellas because the stupid Chicago accent.
I
that
loved
makes
it.
the whole thing.
And that's how we got her in the car. She was a big fat, so I got to, I got to really get the best veal, and the big fat pig gets in the car. She thinks there's veal in his lap, sucks his dick.
It's milk fed, not
yes.
Should we play more of this?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I was bullied, but that's just the way it is, and it's never going to stop. You're putting your children at risk for low self-confidence when you feed them shit after shit after shit. And I don't even want to mention how unhealthy it is. So look, this is not a John Burke saying, hey, you're disgusting, yada, yada, yada. This is John Burke saying some of y'all need to have a little come to Jesus meeting and understand what it is you are doing to your children as well as your own life. And you are eating yourselves into an early grave. Well, John, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. Yeah, but what is the quality of life going to be like until then? So, take it for what it is. You can get mad at me, you can get off the fucking page, I really don't give a fuck. But the fact of the matter is, hopefully somebody out there sees this damn video and they says, I've had enough. I'm done with this. I'm going to make a slow, small change. Hey, if you want to start
is this guy, dude, is this guy, Does he have a program or something for fat? This guy sounds like a guy gearing up. Tough love.
To launch. Yeah.
Yeah, like a launch for something.
And they brought Jesus in.
Yeah, absolutely. How can
so
you
you're
not?
going to go to Jesus and he's going to be like, you're fat.
Yeah.
That's a Jesus moment. You got to lose weight, man. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm forgiving and stuff.
Are you
lose
yelling
weight.
at me from up there on the cross? He's like,
hey.
3 million views. We got to stop it here.
3 million.
Because we got to get Colin out. They're saying you got to leave at 10. Or you can stay. We're not kicking you out, trust me. And then we got Warren Haynes, who's right outside the door. So,
Okay. Oh, cool.
So we should take a quick break.
break?
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyone
Colin,
need
you're
a
welcome
plug?
to stay. Whatever you want to do,
If
buddy.
I can, I will.
And your movie
Yes,
is what?
please.
It's in theaters this week, Friday, and then
What's it called?
Netflix. It's Staten Island Summer,
Okay.
and then it's going to be on Netflix after that. They bought it for a premiere on Netflix after that. So
Oh, awesome.
I'm excited.
And Colin,
Thank you. Oh my
I'm at the
God.
Stress Factory, Opie. 25th, the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey.
And then tonight, Race Wars with Sherrod Small on this channel from 9 to 11. Jimmy's
that's a good
at Levity Live starting tomorrow night.
and my special premieres on Netflix tomorrow night, and then I'm in Levity Live all weekend. And Mark?
Yeah. Come on, see me on the road. Check my website, marknormancomedy.com.
All right.
And we'll be right back with hopefully Colin and Warren Haynes.
Yeah, Warren Haynes performing. Very cool.
And now, Opie and Jim are back.
Alfred and Friends.
Yes, we're back.
Kurt Metzger is missing. And where's the great Warren Haynes?
There we got Warren in here. Mark Norman in studio. People want to know how to spell your last name. It's Normand.
Thank you. The D is French. Normal.
Mark Norman.
Yeah.
Where's Warren?
Yeah, where's Warren?
Why'd they have him ready here?
I don't know what happened.
Been hearing great things.
There goes our perfect show. We had a perfect show until
It's true.
Right
Flawless.
at this moment.
Even Jost was funny.
Yes. I liked him. The first time I met him.
Oh, great guy. Good egg.
I think we could use him.
Yeah.
We'll have him back.
Why did the minor league team have to apologize after Corey Feldman appearance?
I love the Feld.
You have to ask that. I think he's, I don't know. I didn't read this yet. We got a contract. He's simply, we worked with him, not type of entertainment we stand for. We went from the nicest guy in the world to something else. Okay. I guess he, I don't know. Go Google it.
I don't know what he did. Hoping for some meeting and greeting. Man who shot 3 people for not singing Happy Birthday to his girlfriend sentenced to 28 years.
Wow.
What a fucking creep.
And many more.
He almost got as much time as Wedgie Guy.
Right.
Wedgie Guy got 30 years.
The atomic way. He killed a guy, right?
With an atomic wedgie. What a way to go.
Damn.
That's a brutal way to go.
Yeah. You ever had a... What is it when it's in the front?
There was a name for that,
I think that's a
right?
Melvin.
A Melvin?
I think it's a Melvin.
All right, Adrian's saying yes.
Yeah.
Hey!
Adrian's still bringing him up.
Adrian's right there.
I'm sorry, Roland.
Roland said...
I know. Roland said he was checked in. They're still waiting for him. Right in the front.
Why are they telling us that when we restructure the show?
Yeah, the only reason we broke when we did because I thought
he was here.
He was here. I don't want to make Warren Haynes wait with his guitar.
Well, Colin had to go anyway.
No, but that's okay. We would have finished up the guy yelling tape.
Yeah, I want to hear more of the guy yelling.
Well, we have audio of Corey Feldman.
We have audio of Corey Feldman.
Yeah,
Okay.
Corey Feldman playing at that baseball game.
All right, let's hear this quickly. Dressed like Michael Jackson still. Let it go.
Oh, with that stupid hat. He's dancing like Michael Jackson. Yeah, let it go already.
There's literally no one there.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Ugh.
Oh, how embarrassing.
This is cringeworthy.
This guy just...
He was so fun, too. Goonies?
Love the Feld.
I love the Feld. Big fan of the Feld. I don't mind the Haim either.
Oh, he's dressed like Michael Jackson.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He's walking like Michael with that fucking dumb hat. What are you doing?
I know.
Dope. We had
What
him
are
on
you
once.
doing?
We had the Feld on once.
The wrong guy died.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's Warren Haynes? This is getting kind of silly now.
Can we find out why we were told he was here?
That's a little silly. Let's see. Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll had the biggest live plus 3-day jump of any FX comedy ever.
Wow.
Wow, Bobby Kelly.
What is the biggest live plus 3-day jump?
It's a new way
drop off in viewers
to measure ratings.
Oh.
It's DVR.
That's awesome. Good for them.
Yeah, that's huge, and that's the
Great for
pilot
Bobby.
too. The pilot's always the worst one.
Yeah, I saw
to set
too.
up everything,
Right.
And a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah.
you gotta stick through the pilot and get to that first official episode.
Mm-hmm.
The pilot was good, but the second episode was really funny.
I didn't mind the pilot.
No, it was good. I'm just saying, but you can see that they were more setting things up and
Right.
getting things in a row, and then by the second one, it was really funny.
Oh,
Dennis
wow.
Leary's talented, man. He
Yes.
wrote those fucking songs, and the song that that she sang at the end of the pilot was
amazing.
that was a good fucking song.
Wow.
I wonder why he never did anything with his music talent,
Well, 'cause-
or did he? And it just didn't go anywhere.
Merry fucking Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, that stuff. Yeah, but that's
I'm an asshole. Yo.
oh,
Yeah, he still
God,
plays
the
that.
asshole song,
Yeah.
of course.
And they're
But-
smart too because they put those songs right out on iTunes immediately after the show.
How about that?
No, but then people are just going to go buy them.
That's the point, Jimmy.
Can I adjust my? I don't know why he went into the goof, genre is what I guess I meant to say there.
Uh-huh.
I mean, his serious stuff is pretty fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
I actually liked the asshole song when it first came out.
Oh, it was huge.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They say it's a Louis C.K. joke, but who knows?
Roland said he's stuck downstairs waiting for the elevator, but he should be up within 5.
I think Roland panics.
Well, he said he texted you
Every
guys
time.
to stand by.
But he told us before.
but how-
Were we told before by who?
Let me read what I got.
That he was here? Or did we just assume he was here?
Warren checked in. That I got this at 9:52.
Uh-oh.
So it's 10:11. So 19 minutes, and he couldn't get upstairs?
What happens? And that was from Justin, so I'm sure that took a couple minutes before Roland gave you the message.
The official message we got was 9:54.
I'm now
I have 9:54.
I'm now seeing a text from Roland because I keep checking and checking. Elevator traffic. It's peak time here. He's stuck in traffic, but it's
But doesn't
elevator
work
traffic.
start at 9 for most?
Oh, that's
Hours 10, 12 peak time for the elevator.
So you're saying that it took 19 minutes to get on the elevator and come up?
I'm just reading texts.
let's
I'm
be
also
honest.
worried about Kurt. Kurt,
Yeah, he's doing blow with Kurt somewhere.
7 minutes ago, Kurt asked me if he had time to go to the bathroom.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
I hope he's pulling an Elvis.
Oh, here's Kurt. Kurt, what happened? You were in the
hoping he
bathroom
dropped
too
down
long.
the toilet.
Kurt, you look thinner.
I just gave myself a hot Norman in that bathroom.
Let me see those
That
nails.
was really creative, man. I was thinking about it while I was taking a shit, and let me tell you something. I never did anything that good.
Appreciate it, man.
Why are you sitting 40 feet away? You're into the next chair? What a terrible sitting job.
I wanted to sniff Colin's seat.
Oh, fair enough. I don't blame
What,
you.
the Mark Normand?
Well,
Did I
you
say
know
it
what I
right?
did
Mark
do?
Normand
I did.
started.
You know what? I tried to suck my own dick once when, and I did.
You got
Wow.
it?
I got the
You got
helmet.
it in. That's
I got
not
the
gay,
helmet.
right? I don't think that's gay.
No.
Not even if it's someone else's.
Well, it was a lot enormous stress on my rib cage. I had like a chair with handles.
You got a long dick, though.
Yeah, but now I couldn't do it. Like my gut, no fucking way.
He also has a long torso, though. He's 6'8". He's got to be.
Right.
Yeah, but
How old were you?
I was like 15. And
Well, that's starting to get into the area of gay.
Well,
I think
I'll
if
tell you
you're
what-
12, 13, it's not gay.
Okay, is this gay? Because it's true.
Okay,
my
go
door was locked, and I used to tell her on stage, but my mom started banging on my door.
Yeah.
Like somehow she sensed that
Yes.
something was happening.
Yeah.
And like, so I just hear outside. She goes, "Kurt, are you masturbating?" And I'm like this. No, shut up, mom.
Why does she sound like
sodomizing my own face?
Why does she sound like Julia Childs, your mother?
Oh, my mom sounds hilarious. My mom has the same accent as Joe Pesci from Casino. Joe.
Oh, you Jew motherfucker! You sucking your own dick! I'll bury you in the fucking desert, Kurt.
Boy.
He's still breathing. He's still breathing.
Oh, someone's sucking his own dick like a little girl. My friend, you banged your leg. That's right, it's veal fed. That's right, grass-fed veal. Hi, Warren.
Warren.
Good to
Hey,
see you.
Warren. Fucking
What's up, Warren?
Haynes. Yes.
Take a seat. You look delightful.
I think we moved your mic because we knew you were going to perform. But here, move the mic over for Warren Haynes. My God.
Let me ask you, Warren. What time we got a text? Were you downstairs waiting for the elevator for a long time?
The last few times I've been here, there's been elevator issues.
What happened this time?
Traffic.
I don't know. It's just this whole thing where you have to pick the right floor and
You don't want to play Keno when you go in an elevator.
it's too many numbers.
Yeah.
Warren,
Too many numbers.
We played Gold Dust Woman to start the show. Well, not whatever. Within the show today.
Cool.
That is a great version of that song.
Thank you.
You and
Grace Potter.
Yeah, Grace Potter, right?
Yeah.
She's
we
got
had
a
done
hell
it
of a
few
voice.
times. She's got a beautiful voice, and we had done it a few times on stage, but never recorded it until now. And it's cool because it doesn't sound like the original, but it does. It kind of pays tribute, but takes it somewhere else as well.
Absolutely. She sounds like Stevie Nicks at times in that song.
Definitely got that influence. But Grace is a wonderful singer, and our voices blend well together. And
you've known her a while?
I guess quite a few years now. We've toured together a few times.
The fans of this show have turned me on to Grace Potter only recently. I can't get enough of her.
I think your fans would like her a lot.
Yeah, it was good shit.
Why, is she good looking?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's a looker.
How old
Absolutely.
is she? Why am I asking stupid questions? How old is she? What sign is she? What's her favorite dessert? Why don't I just shut my mouth?
Capricorn. Creme brulee.
Do the fans want to buy some fetuses cheap?
And I'm making all that up.
And that's off the new album, right?
Yes, which comes out day after tomorrow.
Ooh, I'll be picking it up. I'm getting more and more into your stuff as
thank you.
as the years go on.
It's Ashes and Dust?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is how stupid I am. We're on the Warren site, and it said Warren Haynes Fan Club, and I almost said the album was Warren Haynes Fan Club. Thank God I didn't.
Hey, I thought Lindsey Graham was a lady.
That is true.
So does John McCain.
Yeah, you thought your right hand was a lady.
It was the left.
So the Allman Brothers are done?
Yeah, I mean, we had kind of made a decision the last few years that the 45th anniversary was going to be it, and we were going to stop touring. And I'm sure everybody misses it, and, we'll all play together here and there. But everybody's kind of doing their own thing. Greg's got his band. Derek and myself have our things. J-Mo has a new band, so it's...
So Greg Allman can still do it?
Yeah, he's touring right now.
All right, so you guys will be back together. How many years will you take it off? Like a year or two, and then you'll come back for the 50th, maybe?
Who knows?
Yeah, you got to come back for
plans.
the 50th. For the 50th.
You saw what it did for the Dead. The 50th.
Oh, yeah. That was
that was a monster
50th anniversary,
concert.
Rightly so. Yeah.
Have you toured
Chicago?
Have you played with them?
Yeah, I did 2004 and 2009. We toured with a band that was just called The Dead, and it was a lot of fun. And I work a lot with Phil Lesh, the bass player from the Grateful Dead, and I think we have some shows later in the year coming up together. He just turned 75 and is still playing.
Wow.
I've been to like 6 of those day shows. Well, I've never seen them. I was trying to get opium in the parking lot.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Every time. Every time. That's why I'm asking, where are you going to be? 'Cause I want that opium, man.
Get to that parking lot. Someone was asking if, okay, I guess the answer would be no, that if you're going to be playing with Greg Allman at the Peach Music Fest.
Well, that's a good question. We're both, I'm going to be playing there. Greg's going to be playing there.
So you guys will be
If we're
upstage
there
together.
at the same time, we'll probably,
Okay.
never say never, but I have no idea. If I'm even playing the same day as him, like that's how aware of my schedule I am.
Yeah. All right.
Do you always know when you're going to... Is there ever a case where somebody just shows up at a show and you wind up just jamming, or do you kind of always know, all right, so-and-so's going to be there and we're going to do this?
No, a lot of times it just happens impromptu. If somebody's there, they're our friend. You got to get up and play something, and we're very open to that sort of thing anyway, and especially these big festivals where you know so many people. A lot of times it's like a family reunion. You're hanging out with people you don't see often enough.
Right.
Hey, come up and join us.
Did anyone make you nervous, though? I know you're a big star, but did one get to you where you're like, oh, he's here and he wants to play? Oh, fuck.
Well, I've been fortunate enough to play with a lot of people that I grew up listening to.
Nice.
Probably the two that made me the most nervous. Playing with Bob Dylan was
okay. There
was
you go.
intimidating just because of the amount of respect that I have for him. And playing with Eric Clapton, who, I usually don't get nervous, but then I start thinking, wow, this guy was my first guitar hero, going back to when I was 11 years old, and now we're on stage playing together. But I've been so fortunate. I've been on stage or in the studio with so many people that I grew up listening to. It's and I kind of pursue that a little bit too.
Yeah. How was
as a
Clapton?
geeky fan? Great.
He's nice, right?
Yeah,
I never met him.
When we did the 40th anniversary of the Allman Brothers, I mean, at the Beacon Theater, Eric was one of the guests. We had a lot of guests at that point, and he came in for 2 nights, and I think we played 6 songs one night and 7 songs the other night, and it was fabulous. I thought the whole thing just kind of elevated.
What's the hardest song to play on guitar that you play?
That I play?
Or that isn't yours, or just the hardest one?
Well, there's a song that Dickie Betts and I wrote together called Kind of Bird that's like a tribute to Charlie Parker. And it's the most complicated thing that we do. And to the extent that we stopped playing it for a couple of years and then we never started back playing it because nobody wanted to learn it again.
That's true. I love that. Yes. Went to school at Warren. Does a lot of great stuff for the hometown. Yeah. All right. Let's Chuck.
I'll headphone you up at Warren House.
Good, buddy. Yeah. Just. You don't have to put them all the way on, but just get them close to. Yeah. Chuck, go ahead, buddy.
Okay.
Hey man, Warren Haynes. Chuck, I went
Hold on,
to
Chuck.
you.
Chuck, hold on. He's putting his headphones on, getting the volume.
And
on.
everyone's been wondering where you've been, Chuck. He's a regular to our show.
Oh.
He says some outrageous things there, Warren.
Well, I've tried to straighten up, Opie. I went to school with Warren since about the 6th grade. I used to talk like I had laryngitis. Chuck.
No recognition.
Oh, man, you can't
remember your friend Old Dick Throat?
Your voice sounds better now.
Yeah, I finally went through puberty. We went to school together. I used to watch you play at the ballroom, Brass Tap.
Well, those are all real places, so...
Yeah.
No, Cosmic Ballroom and the Brass Tap were 2 places that I played a lot.
What school was it?
Asheville High.
Asheville High School.
Oh.
How far, Chuck? How far apart were you in age?
Same age. We graduated together.
But obviously you weren't friends in high school.
Well, Chuck's not saying his last name.
We knew each other. I used to make fun of him for bringing that guitar to school every damn day.
And what's your last name?
Tipton. Tipton.
Chuck
What's
Tipton. I do remember you.
Yeah, big fat guy. Called funny. Everybody made fun of him.
You remember him,
and you made fun of me. So,
oh yeah.
I love that he made fun of him going to school with a guitar. It kind of paid off for him there, Chuck.
Yeah, I guarantee it did.
What paid off more, being fat or playing guitar?
Hey, Chuck, we got a video you should watch.
I wanted to tell you, man, he puts on a concert every year at our Civic Center for charities and stuff. I never got to go because I was always growing Christmas trees. He has it at Christmas tree time. But he builds houses. I mean, Warren does a lot for the damn community. He really does.
Yeah, he gives back.
He sure does. And that property that y'all built those houses over in West Asheville, that was my grandparents' property at one time.
Ah, well, that's beautiful property. And you should come to the show one of these years. We do this charity event called the Christmas Jam where we raise money for Habitat for Humanity. And
yeah, I'm going to try to come since I'm not growing trees anymore. But I want to ask you, years ago when you played the ballroom and y'all were Ricochet, you used to play this song called Mountain Rock and Roll. Did you ever record that when you started recording with Government Mules or anything?
We recorded it back then, but not since then, and I don't think anybody other than us ever had the tape. So it probably sounds terrible too, but I remember the song.
What was it called?
What was it called? Mountain Rock and Roll. It was. I remember that because it was written by my friend Danny Phillips, and we used to play it a lot. But I haven't thought about that song in 500 years.
That's real talent.
Yeah.
That he could just throw a song he used to play a lot away and never think about it again.
I remember Bertie used to work the board, and Donnie played drums with him and everything on Tuesday night. Free beer at the ballroom. It was good days.
It was.
He knows you. Relax, Chuck. It's bringing up more facts. Like,
good time.
all right.
Thanks a lot, man.
Take it, Chuck.
Okay, man.
Nice to talk to you, Chuck.
Right on.
Take care.
He really went to school with Warren Haynes.
Yes, he did.
Remember that girl we killed together? And you became famous, and I stayed here with her ghost.
Yeah, you remember that? You brained her with your guitar.
Remember Stephen King made a story about us?
That's awesome.
I got the album right in front of me already. Nice.
Oh, the
Look
new
at that.
album, it's called Warren Haynes Fan Club.
Fan Club?
I was thinking about that when you said that. That would kind of limit the sales, right? Like, you don't buy this unless you're in the fan club.
I heard you're going to play some songs for us today.
I'd love to, sure.
Well, we had requests, too. Or do you have two you really want to do?
Well,
we have a very big Black Sabbath fan in the studio, and I don't even know if you could do it. I'm just going to throw it out there, though. And if you can't do it, that's fine.
And that would be
little Jimmy Norton's a huge Sabbath fan.
But we're talking about what War Pigs.
What have you done? What have you played for Sabbath?
Well, I think doing Sabbath on acoustic guitar is kind of like Tenacious D. Like, you're familiar with Tenacious D. We
don't have to do it.
No, you know what? I'm actually,
I don't want to put the pressure on Warren.
Hearing Warren do Warren stuff is fine with me because I love his stuff. So it's like I'm cool hearing Warren Haynes just play Warren Haynes.
Yeah.
Generals gathered in the masses.
Yeah.
All right. So,
wait, what song was that?
Once again, the album
wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here it goes.
The album is called Warren Haynes Leaves His Fat School Chums Behind.
Should I head that way?
Sure.
And Mars is hooking up his microphone.
It's Warren Haynes, Ashes and Dust, featuring Railroad Earth. The album comes out tomorrow.
Do we need a guitar?
Digital downloads start tomorrow.
Wait, do we need something on a mic on the guitar or no?
Wait, do I need a guitar? Do you mean back you up, Warren?
Yes. I said yes to bail you out of a bomb joke.
Thanks, Jim.
What a codependent I am.
Yeah.
All right, Warren is strapping it on.
We always videotape.
Oh, boy, are we taping.
Play that famous song, Elevator Traffic.
Kurt Metzger is going to be at the Stress Factory starting Thursday. Jim Norton at Levity Live starting Thursday. And Mark NormanComedy.com?
MarkNormanComedy.com.
For his dates.
And you should turn these three off. I don't want to sniff. I've been sniffing into the mic all day. I don't want to ruin the recording by sniffing into it.
So Mark's I looked at your website, and you have a link that just says Jews, and it's just pictures of Jews.
I love Jews.
You can arrange them.
I'm a huge fan. Yeah, I wish I was Jewish.
Let's see. What mics were you using today there?
6 and 2.
6 and 2. All right.
Oh, man, I like the sound of that.
That makes 9, right?
Are you performing locally, Warren?
Town Hall tomorrow night.
Woo! Fuck, can we go?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go.
So what was the other request? Just in case I know
anything new that you wanted. Like I loved what you did Forevermore. Whatever you want to do, that's yours, man.
Okay. Wait. Well, I'll do something from the new record. This song is called "Is It Me or You," and it's the first song on the record.
Jesus.
Wow.
Awesome.
That was
Warren
great.
Haynes.
Haynes.
It's Is It Me or You off the new CD. Warren Haynes, Ashes and Dust, featuring Railroad Earth. You could get that starting tomorrow.
So good.
Man, Jesus.
Thank you, guys.
That's terrific.
You know, not to bring up the subject, but I remember being here when I was here before, and I remember we did Going Down Slow
with Patrice O'Neill.
With Patrice, and I just kind of got flooded with that memory just now.
Yeah.
That was quite an experience.
Absolutely was. It's haunting.
It is.
That and I think Patrice that day picked that song.
Yeah.
Which is kind of creepy because then a couple months later he's gone.
I know. It was I have fond memories of meeting him, and I was a big fan of his work. So
right on.
Should we do one more?
Oh yeah.
Let's see. There's a song on the new CD called "Spots of Time," which I wrote with Phil Lesh from the Grateful Dead. When we do it live, we do like a 10-minute version, but this will be like the 4-minute version or something. And free.
Wow.
Woo!
Nice.
Yeah.
Spots of time.
I'm always scared I'm going to clap too soon.
I know.
I see the hand hovering, and I'm like, I don't want to go, great job, and then I ruined it.
We're all thinking the same thing. And then he's like, what? They think I suck? They're not clapping here.
No, but I almost clapped too soon on the first one.
So did I.
He stopped, and I almost went, yeah. And then he was like, ding, 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 ding. I'm like, oh, boy.
You know, the first time the Allman Brothers went to Japan, they wait until every moment is done before they clap. And so we're thinking, they don't like us, they don't like us. And so it's like, you end the song and there's dead silence. And then about 10 seconds later,
you know what it is? Because there was a guy in 1951 who interrupted the song and they chopped his hands off. From now on, we wait.
Kill themselves if they clap.
I've heard about the Japanese audiences. They don't react during the songs
Not
at all.
during
They're
the
like
song.
they're dead quiet.
and it freaks you out at first,
right?
And eventually you're like, "Oh, this is cool." They're really listening and
But-
digging it. But in the beginning, we're like, "Wow!"
But then they give it to you when the song's over.
When
They're
it's
all
over.
about it. Yeah. That's so strange.
I performed over there.
Did you?
Yeah, they never clapped.
You never made any sound at all.
Nothing. Not a peep.
What else can you tell us about the new record? I want to make sure we got
Let's
it out
see.
there for the
well,
people.
I recorded it with a band called Railroad Earth, which is a kind of a modern bluegrass sort of band from the New Jersey-Pennsylvania border. And there's a few guests. O'Teal Burbridge and Mark Quinones from the Allman Brothers helped me out with the song Spots of Time that I just did. Grace Potter is on Gold Dust Woman. Mickey Raphael from Willie Nelson's band is playing harmonica and on this song called Wanderlust, and on that song Sean Colvin is also singing harmony. Other than that, it's just us, but it's the most acoustic oriented record I've ever done. I've never done this kind of thing before, but I've been collecting these songs that I wrote on acoustic guitar that never seemed to want to be Allman Brothers songs or Government Mule songs, and so now's the time.
That's so weird that you could figure out where the song goes. I would, if I was a songwriter, I would just assume everything I'm writing it's going to be an Allman Brothers song.
And some of them will overlap, but usually I usually just write for the sake of the song.
Yeah.
But then when it's over, I try to figure out which direction it wants to go. And so some of these songs I've wanted to record for a long time and never have. And, of course, some of them are brand new as well.
How many songs do you think you've written in your lifetime? If you had to guess.
Probably written about 500.
Wow.
I've recorded about 150.
Okay.
Is Forevermore on this new album, too?
No.
I was hoping you put that one on another album. I think that's such a good song.
Oh, thank you. I love doing that song. It's on my Live at Bonnaroo, which is just me with an acoustic guitar. And then it's also on a Government Mule record called By a Thread. So there's an electric version and an acoustic version.
I've never heard the acoustic version.
Check it out. It's on Live at Bonnaroo.
I've never heard that. I'm sure it's excellent.
I don't think he's going to play it, Jimmy.
Are you?
I don't think. I heard many hits in there, but I don't think
in high school I was voted.
Hey, boy, you're fucking yourself. Go check it out on.
You couldn't make it more obvious that he's not playing the song for you.
Oh, turn our mics off. He's playing it.
Oh.
All right, you want to hear it?
If you don't mind.
Sure. No pressure.
Japanese clap.
Nice.
Fucking awesome.
How do you know that song,
great.
Jimmy?
That was one, I think, when you came in to promote that record, and I think that was what Warren played here.
Okay.
But that just became my favorite song on the record. It's just so great.
Absolutely.
Hey, Warren, what did you do with Les Claypool? I just saw that on your wiki when I.
We've done a bunch of stuff through the years. I played on one of his records. I played on a song called "The Buzzards of Green Hill."
Oh, really?
And he played and sang on a Government Mule song that he and I wrote together, called Greasy Granny's Gopher Gravy. So if you know Les Claypool,
like
you know
it,
that those are his titles and his crazy lyrics. Les is a really good friend, and we enjoy working together.
But how did you guys become friends? That seems like an unusual.
I don't know. I think musicians
match.
kind of reach out all over the board. I think we all consider ourselves kindred spirits. So I love all types of music, and I find that most musicians that I meet kind of share the same sort of feeling. You know, you get known for doing one certain thing, but we all love doing things outside of that. And Les is He's a beautiful person. He's someone I enjoy playing music with, but his sense of humor is wonderful. When we wrote together, he's like, "Yeah, I got an idea. It's called Greasy Granny's Gopher Gravy."
That's a hell of an idea.
But it's like
not a working title.
But it's about this crazy chick selling crystal meth. You know, I mean, it's like that's.
I am going to search out that song. When we get off the air today.
Les Claypool did an amazing version of Electric Funeral. It's a Sabbath song. He did it at Bonnaroo in 2008, and it's just so interesting and different, and it's his take on it. And usually you don't like when a song is changed at all, but he did such a fucking great job with it. He's really awesome.
Yeah, Les is wonderful. And, you know, if you change a song, you better change it drastically.
It was only a little bit. It wasn't bad. He didn't change it so much. It was just a little change, but I'm just kind of like weird about that. But just minor
changes.
Yeah,
you are a big Sabbath fan.
I certainly am.
He's massive.
Yes. I usually don't. It's usually
he hangs out with Ozzy now. You fast forward a whole bunch of years, they're friends.
Yes, he's overstating it. Following a car is more like it. So I guess are we done for the day or no?
I think Warren's got to go play a Sway show. After this.
I was just thinking how much fun it is. Like I just want to hear a Warren Haynes song, and he's right here, and I can go. Could you play that? And play it. It was so awesome.
That was smooth.
I'm glad I knew it.
Oh yeah, me too.
I feel like we should hold him hostage and just make him play for another
like go through
hour.
our greatest hits.
Yeah, just lock the door. And
yeah,
you're not getting out of here until you play a song for everyone in here.
So tomorrow night you're at Town Hall.
Yeah, all the dates are up on warrenhaynes.net, but basically Town Hall tomorrow, you said, right?
Yes.
And then August 1st is the next date in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and then August 3rd, Wilmington, North Carolina, and then it goes on and on from there. Go to warrenhaynes.net. And the new album, record, download, whatever the hell the kids are calling it these days, is Ashes and Dust featuring Railroad Earth, and you can get that starting tomorrow.
Also known as Fan Club.
Fan Club, right. You good, Warren? Anything else?
Good to see you guys.
We love having you in here, man.
Thanks,
Don't be a
man.
stranger, please.
Beautiful.
Good to see you.
And Kurt will be at the Stress Factory.
I'll be at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick from the 23rd to the 25th with Nick Mullen.
Kurt just killed it today. Race Wars tonight with Sherrod's.
Yeah, and what Race Wars tonight. We got a good one tonight. We got Yamanika coming back.
Oh, she's fun.
Yeah, she's the greatest on there. And Bonnie's on, too.
Cool.
Tomorrow night, I got Levity Live through Saturday, and my special goes on Netflix tomorrow night, Contextually Inadequate. It just was shot a few months ago, so it still feels relevant at least.
And Mark Normand, how's the hangover and the smoothie in the bag? You're
I'm
doing
hurting,
good.
man. I'm hurting. I'm
hit
dying
you,
over
right?
here. Yeah, it's hitting me now, but
you were great, brother.
Thanks. Check out my podcast, Tuesdays with Stories, me and Joe List, and check the website for dates. I'll be at the Tacoma Comedy Club next week.
We gotta get Joe in here too. He's really funny.
Yeah.
Funny guy.
Yeah.
Joe's good, man. Yeah.
And we never promote something that happened in the middle of the show, but I'm telling you right now, we'll probably play it on Accelerated.
Yeah,
That's what I'll do.
yeah.
Every day at 11 a.m. we do a daily Accelerated. It's basically the show in an hour. It's amazing.
Really?
I finally heard it for the first time, even though we came up with this, and it's great. So it's going to start in a few minutes here. Check that out. Then you got Sam Roberts live today at noon. Then Jim Norton's advice show at 3.
You have an advice show?
Yes,
Every Wednesday. It's real direct.
It's a busy day on this channel. Then you got Race Wars at 9 with Kurt and Sherrod, and then 11 o'clock the day ends with Weird Medicine. So a lot of programming today.
Dude, do you know anything about Warren? Because I wrote a song for this show I write for that got an Emmy nomination, but I'm not nominated as the writer because of a technicality.
Wait, what's the song?
No makeup?
It's Girls You Don't Need Makeup.
Oh, that's great.
Girl You Don't Need Makeup is called. So they nominated the song.
And you wrote the song.
Right, I wrote the lyrics, but the whole writing team wrote on a little bit too. But
Okay.
it was my pitch, and then only the guys that arranged the music are nominated. Does that sound right? Does that sound not right?
You wrote the lyrics.
Attorney.
Yeah.
Why are you not nominated?
Well, I'm nominated for the show separately, but I want 2.
You traded your share for opium.
Yeah. You know what? Warren just solved my problem. Thank you very much.
But you don't remember.
You forgot your
I totally forgot about that.
your own negotiation.
Opium's very powerful, guys.
Don't do drugs, kids. You know what we're going to do, Warren? Because you mentioned it, we're going to end the show with Going Down Slow.
Oh, yeah.
With Patrice O'Neill. It was one of those moments on this fucking
absolutely.
radio show. So
Absolutely.
we'll leave you guys with this. Warren Haynes, it was a pleasure. We'll see you soon. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
All right, this is a little weird. It's going to be Patrice O'Neill and Warren Haynes.
Man, this is all spoken. Man, you know I've been enjoying things that kings and queens will never have. In fact, kings and queens can never get. And they don't even know about it. In good times,
great googly moogly.
Great googly moogly. I have had my fun. If I never get well no more. I have had my fun. If I never get well no more. Oh, my health is fading on me. Oh yeah, I'm going down slow. Now, look at here. I did not say I was a millionaire, but I said I've had spent more money than a millionaire. Cause if I had kept all my money that I already spent, I would have been a millionaire a long time ago. And women, ooh, women, great googly moogly. Please write my mama. Tell her the shape I'm in. Please write my mama. Tell her the shape I'm in. Tell her to pray for me. Forgive me for my sin.
Hey, man, that's all right, man. Patrice, that's all right.
Yeah. That's Harlem Wolf. You gotta listen to Harlem Wolf, though, man.
That's
It's
all
a
right,
love
though.
song.
You got a voice on
I'm
you,
going
Patrice.
down slow. You just said,
Right
tell my
the
mama
fuck
I love her.
on.
I'm out of
Oh.
here.